What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the show. It's exciting. It's exciting, very strange, interesting times right now, and it's about to get a little bit more strange. So I'm excited to have you guys all hanging out, chilling with your boy. Make sure you like the show. Make sure you subscribe if you have not, because it seems as though, like, I'm one of those guys that says nothing ever happens, right? Nothing ever happens, right? And it just so happens the last 2 weeks, something has happened. And it's all involving the quartering. And I'm going to, like I do every single stream, I'm going to give a small rundown of like 30 seconds of what's going on. Jeremy Hambly, TheQuartering, YouTube channel, through the sheer power of quantity over quality, got a large following on YouTube, was using that for a long time. The views are starting to dip now. Algorithms are getting strange. So it's all fine. It's all fine. Well, at any rate, this other channel, which is a clip channel, the Kino Casino clips, and then also the Kino Casino on Kick streaming, started kind of going in that direction of going after the quartering, roasting him a little bit. The same thing they did with Nick Rekieta, calling him cuck, all these things, whatever. They use all this evidence, which they compile in a very, very good way. They compile all this evidence very, very well, make it look like these things could be happening, right? And they have a good time about it. PPP's like, oh, he's gay. He's a dresser pisser, which was my favorite one, the dresser pisser. Well, at any rate, it's all good fun, right? A lot of people don't like this thing. A lot of people don't like getting targeted in this way. And for some odd reason, now I'll let you guys decide why, but for some strange reason, all of the things that they've called the quartering in the past, it doesn't matter if, fat, bearded, whatever. That's all obvious. The one thing that set this whole shitstorm afoot was calling him a cuck. Now, I don't know about you, but if you call somebody all these different things, you are this obese, and they're like, ha, ha, ha. And you're like, you're bald. And they're like, ha, ha, ha. You're unentertaining. Ha, ha, ha. You pissed in a dresser, you shit your pants. Ha, 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 ha. Right? And then you're like, you're a cuck. And they're like, whoa, hold on. I draw the line there, sir. You will not call me a cuck. Okay, right? That one pisses me off for sure. Why? I don't know. Seems as though these things could be true. I don't know. What about you? I don't know. Seems like anyways. So the quartering got pissed. He started DMing people. He DM'd Josh Moon, the guy that runs Kiwi Farms. Implying some threats here and there. Definitely implying threats to Kino Casino, saying at any point he could get their channel removed. He could make one phone call, get them taken down. He could, he had superpowers because of his connections. He said he had connections. He even DM'd the CEO of Kick trying to get them removed from Kick. All these things were going on. It's fine. It's fine. So Tug Simp says, no, it was they attacked his wife. Never happened. A lot of people, for some reason, keep saying, well, he attacked his wife. Now, for one, still don't give a fuck. If somebody, for example, called PDH a stupid whore or something, I'd be like, well, that's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be like, well, I'm going to get your income taken away, bro, because you called my wife. What? Still can't flag people, brother. Doesn't matter. Even if they did, doesn't matter. But they didn't, right? Now they're probably going to, because shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all on the table now. Anyways, regardless, right? Regardless. Coincidentally, for the 50th coincidence in a row, the clip channel on YouTube gets taken down, which completely removed the income from the editor who has a new baby. So they can't provide for themselves now. And he did threaten to do that. And now let's say he didn't do that. He put a call to action out there for all of his viewers to take the torch and do it themselves, even if he didn't, although all signs point that he did. Now, there's been a lot of developments in this way, so we're going to cover all of them. And our boy Craig. So if you guys don't know, Craig, Sidescrollers podcast, Craig. I've been friends with him for years. I've been on his show. He's been on my show. He's come to my races. He's a good guy. He's always been really cool with me. I saw people on Twitter being like, yeah, it's Craig. I'm like, getting pissed at it. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know all of y'all's beefs. All right. Sorry. I only know my beefs, which I don't have it. Darmy, thank you for the raid, brother. Appreciate you. The last time I saw Dermy was in a hotel lobby, and he looked like a deer in the headlights. I was like, I don't even know who the guy is. He was like, I was like, what the fuck? But it was Dermy. I noticed. I eventually figured out it was Dermy. Thank you, Dermy. So at any rate, so a clip has surfaced of I'm TheQuartering now. A clip has surfaced of TheQuartering calling out Sidescrollers podcast and Craig, saying they're nobodies. They don't get any views like him, who is the god of all views and all connections. And he said that people should never go on these shows if they want to grow their brand. They should go on his show, who gets a total of like 80 viewers on YouTube on a stream, when Craig is getting 3,000 concurrent on a stream. But I digress. Now, obviously, we do know that, TheQuartering gets 60 billion concurrent on Rumble. While the chat doesn't move, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a huge number. It's crazy. Unless they don't put them on the front page. Then he gets 200. It's very weird. Anyways, ignore that. So he said that about the Sidescrollers podcast and Craig. So Craig, understandably, he's a little pissed. So Craig is going to join the show today, here in a few minutes. He's going to join. I'm going to catch you up on stuff that's happening right now on Twitter, because TheQuartering claimed, you shut up, live fast, digress. The DSPs come out in opposition of Jeremy, which is hilarious. I don't even know what the hell is happening anymore. But TheQuartering Jeremy said he was going to quit drinking yesterday. He was going to quit drinking. Oh my God. Now that's a good thing. This is a good thing. All right. There's no one should be shitting on that. Great. But he's spurring out on Twitter right now, and likely going to delete all of it if he hasn't yet, which likely means he's drinking. You guys know how we know the patterns? You know how a lot of people think us as viewers are really stupid and we can't figure out, we have no pattern recognition, right? But we notice is the only time TheQuartering starts spurging out on Twitter, right, is when he's drinking. It's like 1-to-1, right? So him spurging out right now, being like all caps and shit, yeah, he's drinking, brother. He's drinking. Sorry. It's the same thing back when Nick would take, Nick went through his shit and he came out from the other side of it. But Nick, back during the heat of the moment, he would leave his stream for 45 minutes and then just not come back for some reason on a break. And then he'd come back and he'd be wired as fuck. And everybody like, damn, he went and hit the coke. Right? And then he'd be like, no, I never would do that. But we know. We have pattern recognition. We're not stupid. That's a long time ago, though. So at any rate, Craig's going to join the show. But let me catch you guys up on everything before Craig joins here in a minute. And we're going to go through all the spurging on Twitter. And hopefully the stream stays live. Because every stream I've been doing about this stuff has been going higher and higher. And I'm like, it's about to get into the territory. My ass is getting flagged, right? So RZ Hell Legend says, I would have thought TheQuartering would have faced consequences of some kind by now. Almost feels like he's getting away. What do you think will eventually happen to him in the end? I don't think anything will eventually happen as far as legality, because there's probably nothing there, or as far as, any face-to-face consequences, and they shouldn't. Nothing physically or wild should happen. He shouldn't even be deplatformed, even though he's deplatforming people right now, because you got to stand by what you believe. But I do think it would be it's happening right now, right? So everybody that's been watching TheQuartering and they're watching this happen right now, there's a lot of people, man. Look, dude, you have your loyal supporters that always watch you. Okay, they love you, you love them, they keep you going. But man, if you go into any TheQuartering comment section right now, that shit is getting swept so hard. Every negative comment, gone. The like ratio is somehow 300% more than normal. It's weird. 10,000 views, 1,000 likes is optimal. TheQuartering's beating that by 300% somehow during a controversy. All right, Social Wiz. What's the name of the site? Social Wiz that you can buy likes on? Come on, brother. AI responses in the comments. Come on, brother. To fake it till you make it, right? So you can see that a lot of his diehard fans, they're turning on him, and that's the end. That's going to be the end game thing. The only thing Craig can do, damn you, Craig. The only thing that TheQuartering can do right now is post a groveling apology, mention everybody by name, which is 30 people by now. It's going to be just open the phone book and start fucking listing people that you've wronged, and hope he exists in a year. That's the end of it. That probably won't even help at this point. That was like your step one, which he tried to do, and he did a really poor job. At any rate, I just think he'll fall into irrelevance, like all of us have. Woo! Welcome to the party. Thank you, buddy. Billy says Cody's 15 minutes late. One hell of a surprise guest. We got Craig. Hell yeah, brother. Craig will be here in a minute. Thank you, buddy. Billy says he sounds like a robot from Futurama. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Sean Betts says quartering isn't anti-woke. He just wants the woke right. The woke right. Thank you, Sean Betts. I appreciate you. It's funny, people that are super anti-cancel culture and all about freedom of speech, suddenly they get called a cuck and all that shit goes out the window. What's that about? Careful, Cody, quarter pounder, Mike Clinton. No. Hey, I'd have a lot of free time, though. Thank God, right? Play some WoW. Classic, though. Look, I ain't that gay. I'm going to play some classic. All right. So at any rate, my boy's going wild. So if you haven't been following the situation on Twitter, and I'll have every single screenshot. I have every single screenshot, every single tweet, even if they're deleted by now. I got them right now. But here's a small summary of it. If you're not following me on Twitter, get the hell on it, doggone it. And I mean X, obviously. Don't forget that as well. So TheQuartering says, my family and co-hosts they're getting tons of attack, brother. They're getting threatened. Even my elderly mother's getting threatened. What the fuck? The whole internet says post proof. TheQuartering says, no. What's up, Dan Bass? What's up, brother? How you doing, brother? If it isn't the most attractive man aside from me, not really. He blows me out of the water. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So that's kind of the summary of what's going on right now on X. Okay, so let's start pulling up some stuff. We're going to catch everybody up to this, and we're going to see what the hell's going on. By the way, if you guys don't know, we're up against the 606 naked snake in a row with super chats and, of course, PayPal, Rumble, all that good stuff. So I appreciate that, guys. I love you, keeping the streak alive. And everything that goes towards that goes towards the race at Talladega in a week and a half. Don't forget. Also use the PayPal as well. We got that. I'll pin that somewhere if I can remember. If somebody posted, I'll pin it. Thank you. All right, so let's start off. So as you guys know, I'm sure you've been keeping up with it because I've been keeping up with it, and I don't really keep up with stuff very much anymore. But TheQuartering claimed he was going to stop drinking. Okay. Now, our pattern recognition tells us that the only time he drinks is when he's spurging out on Twitter, right? Okay. What is happening right now on X? He is spurging out on X. Now, what does that mean? Okay. I heard my buddy Epic Mike say this today. He said, if it quacks like a duck, it looks like a duck, it even kind of flies around and you shoot it like a duck, and then you eat it, it's probably a damn duck, right? So that's the issue here. It's Occam's razor, right? The most obvious duck is probably the duck if it has the duck inside of it. That is Occam's razor. So here we go, guys. Here's the first one. Here's the first tweet that started it all. It started it all, boys. It's number one, Sporg. Actually, let me see if I can pull this up in another tab. That'd be better. I like doing that. I like to be hugged. Hell yeah, brother. All right. That's not really what he said. What? Occam's razor? That is what Occam's razor says. I Googled it before the show. By the way, Ben Dykes. Ben Dykes says his crash outs like Stevie Wonder. Whoa, hold on, brother. Don't throw shade at Stevie Wonder, brother. Come on, man. What's that? Superstitious? Come on, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ben Dykes. I love you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Everybody go sub to Ben Dykes. He's goated as hell. He's the man with a plan. Thank you. First pink boy of the day. Best pink boy of the day. It's Mr. Ben Dykes. Thank you, buddy. I love you, dude. Jake BB says, hail to you. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So this is the first one of the day. And this is how I saw this earlier, guys. And I was like, yeah, dude, he's totally on. He's on the bottle, bros. He's on the bottle, bros. I feel it in my bones. I feel it deep inside my bone. Okay. Just like that first time I went to gym class when I was 14. I felt it in my bone, brother. So it says right here, I don't care if you have an issue with me, but attacking my co-hosts, their families, that's fucking low. You know who you are. I've seen all your pathetic DMs, but I'm not going to show them. Begging for dirt, harassing them, harassing their families. Holy shit. They have nothing to do with any of this. But guess what you could do right now, by the way? Guess what you could do right now? Mr. Jerry Bear. Mr. Jerry Bear. You could end all this, actually. Right? So this is something that's very interesting about this. There's this opposite side of pretending like you're getting harassed. Now, look, could he be getting harassed? He's likely getting some DMs. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. He's probably getting some DMs saying you a cuck, motherfucker, and sending him pictures of bulls and shit. I get it. All right, but there's this other side of it that he's like, I'm getting attacked. Everyone's coming after me. It's the end of the world. They're going to take me down and my family and everybody that knows me, right? There's another side of this. You could end this. A, apologize directly to everyone that you've goofed on. Okay. And 2, what's the other one? What's the other one, everybody? What's the second thing you do? Okay. Show proof, apologize. And then you just take your licks, right? But you can't take your licks for long because Craig's here.
Hey.
Hey, Craig, how you doing? How you doing? What's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you got home safe. You had a good drive.
Yeah. To get in the car, do a little driving, do a little talking. You know, it's not bad. We get squared up for you.
Yeah, dude, you've had an interesting day, huh? Like it's been very interesting.
Whatever, you know, it's another day on the internet, if you will.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Everything about this is dumb. But at the end of the day, what day on the internet isn't dumb?
I was talking to somebody about this last night, and I was talking to my buddy Sean. We were playing World of Warcraft Classic, you know, because we're that age where we're trying to relive our childhood to escape the crippling depression. So, but we're playing it, and he was like, all Jeremy had to do was nothing. He just had, like, oh, they're calling you, just do nothing and keep making your money and grinding and doing what you do. And all this is gone in 2 weeks, and they move on to a different, like, alleged story that could be happening, and you just keep going on. That's what you do, right? That's kind of how Nick, like, eventually weathered his arrest and crazy shit going on with him. Kind of weathered it, and he came out the other side, and now he's streaming and he's doing good.
Right.
And that's all he had to do was ignore it. But no, every day he's lashing out. And then now clips have surfaced where he said no one should go on your show to promote their brand, or they'll never be able to grow their brand going on random shows. And you know, he said that because he just never heard of it. And he's one of those guys that if he's never heard of a thing, that means it's bad and sucks.
Right.
You know, it's one of those weird narcissistic viewpoints.
Yeah. And I think that's look, I've honestly held my thoughts on Jeremy pretty tight for a good while, but he is, and I said this on our show, he is an insecure narcissist. And this is the worst type of person that you can be, where you think a lot of yourself, or do you, right? And I said this as well, just the idea that he's looked around and realized that everything that he's grown has not been on his own doing. He's only talked about other people's content, talked about other people's news, done other people's shorts, right? And that is what's allowed him to grow. He's not a talented guy. Right. Nope. He's very talented. He's not talented when it comes to presenting, but he's very talented at pulling the covers over your eyes. Right. Yeah. And being, look, puffing at his chest. Hey, look at me. And I think that's the thing that really bothered a lot of people about that is just how arrogant he was about it, and not humble at all, not understanding that there is a grind associated with this. And the irony of whether that clip was from 2 years ago, 20 years ago, or 2 days ago, you just don't say that. You don't say that on other shows. Just like you don't flag other people's show, other people's channels, whether he did it or not, whatever. It's you sound arrogant. You sound like you're better than everybody. You sound like you're better than your audience. And the reality is that this dude, he's not. He's just a neckbeard who was first, and that's it.
Yeah, and that what you bring up is a great point. I talked about that the other day. It's actually quite impressive to his credit.
Yeah,
you have zero, like you have zero presentation, you have zero charm, zero personality, and nothing to add to your content. But out of the sheer grind back in the YouTube like 2016 to 2020 days, where if you just threw shit at the wall like 5 times a day, that was the algorithm push. YouTube wanted you to put out 5 videos a day, and I was like, I ain't doing that shit. Right. So I stopped at 200K, and I'm like, I'm good with this. But to add to that point, you're not supposed to go on shows that are not supposed to raise your brand, and there's no reason to do that. I went on a show yesterday, Tuesday night, with a guy named Daramuth. He's on Rumble. He's on YouTube. He has 400 followers on YouTube, like a couple thousand on Rumble. You know, we had 10, 15 people watching. I stayed for 2 hours. We had a great conversation. Am I, because I have 250,000 subs, am I supposed to not talk to anybody under that? That's weird. Well, that's a weird thought. And during his like, I call it the Coke stream because everybody has their Coke stream or the pill stream. And the other day when he was tripping balls over Brittany Venti, like over and over and over and over, because he's being a sneaky fucker. He was being one of those guys that comes in the DMs and he's like, "Can I help you? I can do something for you, please." Trying to get that weird access to sex. And then
I don't really even know what are you talking about. Like, here's the thing. I was actually having this conversation tonight. I don't have time to care about anybody else's beefs online.
Yeah,
I don't know, and honestly, I don't care about anybody else's beefs. Someone was upset at me because someone was upset at me tonight that we had somebody that was beefing with them on the show like a year ago, right? And it's like, I don't know and I don't care. And honestly, you know, I'm going to have people that I don't agree with on my show. I'm going to have people that I agree with, and I'm going to have people that you don't agree with on my show. And the reality is that you're a grown-ass adult. And how about you get over your ego, right? Because we're all here to have a good time. When you come on our show, we have a good time. And Brittany Venti, what?
Sorry. So that's actually what I was saying before you came on. I was like, there was people like, you know, in the replies saying, "Why are you having Craig on?" I'm like, because I love Craig. Craig's cool. I don't know your beefs. I don't know these random people's beefs that are these viewers' beefs. They think we all know everybody's beefs. I don't know any of that shit. But
no, I wake up every morning. I'm like, what did Cam say? What did he say? Whatever. Yeah, right?
And it goes even deeper. It's like, what did Cam's third guest 2 years ago say about Craig, and why should none of them talk either? Right. But there was a small thing where TheQuartering said he would do anything. He would give everything to have Brittany Venti's babies. And that was kind of a creepy comment. So she brought it up. And when she brought it up on X, he went into her DMs and was basically pleading with her to not talk about it. And then she went live, and then he had a stream that night. And he just called her like a whore over and over again. Cause that's what sneaky fuckers do. When they get rejected, that's where they go. And wait,
isn't he married?
Yeah. There was also a DM where he was asking if one of her friends were single. It's weird, man. It's a weird time.
Seems like a good thing for a married guy to do.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
But at any rate, if I would have taken a shot during that stream, if I would have taken a shot for every time he said he had so much money and he was doing so well, and if he went on Financial Audit, the guy on Financial Audit would scoff and be like, "You don't even need to be on my show because you're so rich and successful." Like he said that like 15 times in that stream.
Right.
You didn't take a shot, you would have blacked out and maybe had to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the humble thing you were talking about. There's like none of that there. That shit doesn't even exist.
I was raised to not talk about any of that. Like you don't flaunt any wealth, right? And I know there's a lot of people who made a lot of careers, you know, in entertainment, flaunting what they have or don't have or pretend to have, right? And that becomes a lifestyle thing. But you know, I said this over on X. You can have all the money in the world, but it won't buy you an ounce of class.
Yeah, that's for damn sure, man. That's for damn sure. But you know what it all boiled down to is it all came out today, you know, or yesterday, I think, where he was implying that all these shows. I don't know. I'm assuming he's never been on your show, but he's been on Geeks and Gamers before, which I think like we all kind of run in like a similar little circle, right? We all kind of know each other, you know. And you know, Geeks and Gamers, you know, they get a similar viewership to you.
But I'm sorry, real quick. How did he have time to go on her show when he's creating so many shorts on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, that's another story. I'm about to get. His shorts, I don't even know how he can do that shit without getting yeeted. But like, he knows that Geeks and Gamer does a show. He knows that Geeks and Gamer gets a lot of concurrent. And I want to put this out there real quick just to give everybody some context here. Jeremy says people shouldn't go on shows to improve their brand if they're nobody show.
Unless they can't improve their brand. Yes.
Right. And the weird thing is, if you go to his show on YouTube, I like saw it for some reason actually on the page, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? He's on YouTube." And he had like 90 concurrent on YouTube, and on Rumble he wasn't on the front page that day, and he only had like 300.
Right.
And I know every time I scroll by your ass, I get jealous because you're doing so damn good. I'm like, damn, 2,000, fucking leave me some, Craig. Give me a little. You know what I'm saying? Because you just fucking kill it. You get awesome people on, and you have a great ass show, and I love going on it.
Thanks,
but that's my thing is, he just assumes, even though he doesn't even have the numbers he has, all of his numbers are inflated by shorts, like you said. which I'll move into right now. I don't know if any of you, this was jarring because I saw somebody on Twitter mention this like 3 days ago. So I went and looked at one of Quartering shorts, and it's just stolen content, all of it. And I couldn't believe it. It's literally like no shit. I'll give you an example. Actually, I'll pull up Craig's video he put up on Twitter. Hilarious. But he unironically will say, "Wow, this is crazy. Look at this," and then it just goes to a video of that he just ripped off the internet. Then
hold on. You're forgetting one of the most important parts.
What are the oranges?
What do you think about it?
Oh yeah.
Let me know in the comments what you think about this, right? Trying to drive the engagement or whatever. And then on top, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go show my video real quick. And then it's honestly appalling that he's getting away with this. And honestly, I'm kind of jealous that he's able to like just totally steal people's content. And I mean, I don't know if they're able to really monetize a lot on YouTube when it comes to the shorts. It's mainly just marketing, but it's so blatantly gross. Like, I don't understand how anybody can like, and it's not even on brand with this channel, like at all.
Yeah, it's just random stuff. Yeah,
just random whatever's popular that day. I'm going to say, can you believe this happened? What do you think about it?
And then it's just a dog like rolling over and like making weird noises. And I'm like, what the hell does this have to do? And Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, he brought that up. He brought up that the fact that when everybody online was kind of, he DM'd Jeremy and was like giving him advice and stuff. And Jeremy said all Jeremy talks about or puts out content for is whatever is on Google Trends, which means he doesn't even give a fuck about what he's talking about at all. He's just like on money. Like it's like there's like zero passion in it. You know what I'm saying? I made a video about Walmart like last week because I love talking about Walmart. Like I don't know why. I just love that shit. I love retail stuff because I was knee deep in that shit. But here's that video. And this is unironically a Quartering short. And then look, I love what you did in front of this. Look at this, guys.
This guy literally steals other people's videos, adds an intro to it, and then uploads it as his own. What do you think of that?
What are the oranges for? Well, I bet it tasted good. Let me know what you think.
And this is it.
And then it's just a stolen video with his watermark on it.
And then later on, like with 3/4 of the video, like a subscribe notification pops up asking you to subscribe to somebody else's content on his channel that just happens to be about random like ASMR cooking videos about cooking pork. Like that's the type of video I want to go to the Quartering for is how to cook pork in a third world country.
Yeah, keep in mind this is the rest of the video. He doesn't come back because he probably shoots like 40 of these a day where he's like, oh, look at this meat. What do you think? Think about this for a moment, Craig. You're going to you see this video, scroll by, you're not really paying attention, and then you see the girl, and you're like, oh, what's up? There's this sexy girl making something in a wok. I'm gonna subscribe to this girl. And then you get another notification for a video and you pull it up and it's fucking Jeremy. That would be such a letdown. Oh shit! You get like jump scared by his gullet. Oh no! But that's his whole short feed. It's just like 1,000 of those, man.
So I had some data sent to me tonight by a unknown source that had a breakdown of his channel, and long form to short form. His shorts and I say his 23 million views from stealing other people's content and posting it on his channel. 23 million views of stolen valor.
That's wild, man.
Unbelievable. And look, I don't know do you know Matt Jarbo?
Yeah. He was actually in the chat earlier. I saw him. Like, what the hell is Matt Jarbo doing in here?
Okay, so I don't agree with Matt Jarbo on pretty much anything. He's told me our show sucks. Whatever. I don't really care, right? But he did. I put this in the private chat for you. He actually did a very good break. I don't have to like somebody to tell him good job, right?
Right.
He did a full breakdown of what I noticed today on our show about him getting all of this on shorts, and actually does a very good job of breaking down specifically how he's just taking people's content, talking about the original footage came from this channel, and it's an offshoot to this channel, which has 5.6 million subs, And this original video, the specifically one you just did with the cooking yummy washed pork in with orange recipe, has 1.5 million views over on TikTok. Like, he tracked it down, right? And he's freebooting. This is a term that I'm just learning, freebooting, where you just take, and it has 123,000 views in less than 24 hours, right? By re-uploading her own work with his branding and a subscribe button, and he's siphoning engagement and revenue away from the original person.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Craig, you know as well as I do, right? Because I joined content creation on probably 2 years before this kind of stuff started to change. Like, back when I started YouTube, if you did a skit that was similar, like similar,
oh yeah,
if you did more than a couple, there would be an exposed video on you, and you would be off the internet in like a week, right? It was called stealing content, and now it's just called doing the trend. Right?
Yes.
It's very weird. Now everybody just does the same thing and they call it doing the new trend. And stealing content like this, by the way, TheQuartering was around back then during these times when this was a no-go. This was a cardinal sin, right? Just like flagging channels is a cardinal sin in the content creation world. So is completely freebooting content. But it's totally cool nowadays to a lot of people because a lot of people do it. So TheQuartering is not, he sees that it's kind of socially acceptable, or maybe because people don't really know, because you're just scrolling, you don't see the account, you don't see anything. So he's like, oh, fuck this, I'll just take all these, right?
It certainly would be a shame if the original content creators went flagged as content for copyright infringement. Like, that would be an absolute shame, wouldn't it?
Because I don't know about saying what are the oranges for. I don't think that makes it transformative when you play the entire clip after that.
I think that's the big question that we all truly want to know, is what were the oranges actually for? We just never found out.
Wow, I was never explained. He could at least put that at the end of it. The hell was he
right? At least. So by the way, I'm gonna continue to do that. I think every day. I'm gonna take that exact same intro. I recorded it once. And I'm gonna take that. I'm literally gonna download it short with 4K downloader, throw it in, and just export it out and post it in about 10 seconds. And I'm just gonna continue to was it free boost? Free what is it called?
Freeboot, maybe?
I'm gonna freeboot his freeboot.
Yep. 100%. Let's pull up this article real quick and skim through it that Jarbo did. By the way, big shout out to Mr. Jeff on the road. I saw you in the chat. I appreciate you guys. And big shout out to all these super chats that I'm going to hit here in a second. So I appreciate you guys so much. Slagless with a 20 says, EBS vindicated again. He saw through the quartering's bullshit years ago and didn't suck up for clout. Now he's doing the same thing for the zeros. Who else is loving Yellow Flash crash out lately? Hi, Goomba. Appreciate you. Well, I love Yellow Flash. In general. Yellow Flash is my boy.
Yeah, Flash is great, man.
Yeah, there was this weird like split like a year or 2 or 3 ago where like people kind of went into these two sectors, and I'm just like, I like both of y'all.
The whole comics gate thing, I don't know much about it. Like, I know that there's like people who like Flash, and like I don't really know much about. I was on like a show with was it Eric? What's his name? Ethan Von Sciver or something?
Oh, Ethan Sciver? Yeah.
I was on a show like on a G&G show a long time ago with him for like an hour or something. But I really don't know anything about him. I know Flash has beef with him. They have fleet, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep track of everybody's beef. You know,
it's like trying to keep up with all the beefs. I just like everybody, you know. And if they stop liking me, then I'm just like, all right, cool, that's fine.
Yep.
Thank you, Ben. Big fan of Sidescrollers. Have to connect. I love Ben. Ben's awesome, dude.
Let's go, Ben. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I wear his hat he gave me. He came to my Kansas race like last year, and he gave me a hat, and I wear it to the gym every day. He's goated. He's goated. Slagless says people are defending a guy who likes on Insta and streamed at Ethan Ralph guy shows, but on stream a bunch of kids. I don't know anything about that, Slagless. Appreciate you. A lot of people are they bring up like random stuff from like years ago that is like lore. I don't know any lore. All I know is what's happening with the quartering right now. That's what I know.
Yeah.
So at any rate, let's pull up this article. We'll skim it a little. I do love this picture though. God, it's a beautiful picture. Look at him. He looks so sweaty. He looks. And my man let himself go. I mean, you know, you're in good shape. You know, we're older guys. You're older than me somehow, and in good shape. And some people just go the opposite direction. Like TheQuartering is not much older than me, right?
Homeboy's got to fast, man.
Yeah, he's got to do.
Got to do a little fasting.
You got to do something. Anyways, it says over the course of the past week, Jeremy Hambly, otherwise known as TheQuartering, has been outed for allegedly flagging down his rival, the Keno Casino. As a person who's made the same mistake in the past, I can understand what he's going through. All these issues are not to be ignored. One thing has stood out to me that is even more egregious than that of flagging your rivals down. Jeremy has 2 million subs on YouTube for one main channel. His other channel range in hundreds of thousands, but his flagship is undeniably TheQuartering. One thing Jeremy understands is fair use. His entire channel is built on it. He watches other videos, provides commentary. It's an established business model used by thousands of creators. But when you look at his recent performance metrics, something seems off, right? And this is true for a lot of accounts. You'll see a lot of people that they randomly get subs even when they're not getting views. I noticed this years ago when I was always like shitting on GameStop and I was always comparing my subs to GameStop. They would just jump like 10,000 subs randomly in a day with no video views.
Right.
And you know what they're doing? They're going on Social Wiz or whatever it's called. Those websites that you just buy subs from. That's what they're doing. It says, according to Social Blade, he's pulling in an average of 1 million views per day over the past 2 weeks. However, when you look at his long form, they're averaging 45 to 55,000 views per video. Some of his core political commentary videos are struggling to break even 30,000. So where are the other million plus daily views coming from? The answer is short form content. TheQuartering's been flooding his channel with just as many shorts as long form videos, and these clips are getting significantly more traction and mileage than his standard commentary videos. What is the special sauce driving the engagement, in my opinion? Freebooting. He takes viral content, slaps a 3 to 5 second opening question, brands the frame with his own logo, and re-uploads it. Takes this short, take his latest short, says, would you let this lady cook for you? And you can see the views. You can see everything going on here. Jeremy starts by asking, what are the oranges for? And then plays the original video in its entirety without providing a single word of further commentary, critique, or education. This is effectively piracy with a face cam. Yep. The original footage comes from a channel called Cook and Eat Food, 406K subscribers, an offshoot of Natural Life TV, which has over 5.6 million subscribers. The original video, Cooking Yummy Washed Pork Orange Recipe, has over 1.5 million views on TikTok. TheQuartering freebooted the version, pulled 120,000 views in less than 24 hours by re-uploading her work with his own branding and a subscribe button. He is siphoning engagement and revenue from the original artist. What do you think about that, Greg?
Look, if you're gonna change the content and actually stop and talk about, well, you know, I really like this recipe or whatever. Okay, like a long time ago, I was really against the idea of reactionary content, right? But this isn't reactionary content. This is literally just taking it, slapping your thumbnail on it or your watermark on it. Yeah. And I think this is a blatant disregard for terms of service and honestly, streamer and creator etiquette. This is not fair use at all, like one bit, because he's not providing any sort of transformative content at all outside of, what do you think?
Yeah, and exactly. And that's the weird thing you said. You made a good point there. You said a good phrase, creator etiquette, right? So I go to the gym a lot, right? And there's I call it gym etiquette, when people just do the craziest shit that's completely against gym etiquette, stand right in front of you, do all these weird shit. There's also something in every industry, including content creation. There's creator etiquette. And one of those things is freebooting. The other thing is flagging people. There's all kinds of things that go against the general idea of like the unwritten rule of like content creation between creators, that even though they may not like each other, they respect the rules. It's like pirates, like the pirate code. We respect the code, right? Well, as of late, you can tell that Jeremy literally doesn't care about any of those things at all. Like none of them across the board. The freebooting is there, the flagging is there, the going after other people is there. All these things, considering himself like bigger and better. I mean, to be fair, he has 2 million subs. There are people out there. I mean, I talk to Critical Drinker all the time. He's eclipsed that by a while. And his videos fucking go to the moon in views. He does a great job. He has great content. And there's other creators I've talked to that has 10 million subs. And they care. And I've met these people in real life, and they carry themselves really reasonable, laid back, normal. Like first time I met Critical Drinker, we went to the bar and he just kept giving me Woodford. Woodford, and he was like, here's another one, mate. And I'm like, I haven't even finished my other one. And he's just like, it's for later. We had a great time, and he's always super cool, super laid back, super humble. Let's go to dinner.
Drinker's great, man. Yeah. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, and that's probably what you mentioned before with the insecure narcissism, right? He's so afraid that he's lesser, that he presents himself with this aura of, I am a God creator. Yes. I'm an important person online. Therefore, you shouldn't talk to me. Don't go on other people's shows, because it's not going to mean anything unless you come on my show, because I'm the best, right? And Drinker comes on my show when I have 500 concurrent. Drinker will show up and just pop in and hang out, right?
And that's the complete difference there, because you can see how Jeremy carries himself on stream. It's all about how great he is. The whole stream is about how great he is, how much he's doing, how everybody else is a liar, and he's the one that brings all truth forward.
Here's a question for you. This is an honest question. Have you ever met a quartering fan?
No.
Right? But
No.
you've met Critical Drinker fans.
Yeah.
You've met Camelot fans.
Yep.
You've met Sidescrollers fans.
Yep.
Right? There's a big difference between having an audience and having viewers.
Mhm.
Right? A lot of people may view your content, but it's just slop. It's just that you are just the next cog of their day, right? How many people will stop down and watch you for 45 minutes at a time, like they do? So like our average watch time on the show is 45 minutes, right? A 45-minute watch time is pretty damn good.
It's insane.
Right?
Yeah.
That is insane because people have made it a part of their routine because we have a relationship with our audience and they have a relationship with us, right? We take our show seriously. We don't take us seriously, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And people see through that, right? And I think that's important, that you don't take yourself too seriously. At the end of the day, we're all dancing monkeys on the internet, right? That's really all we're doing here is dancing. We're no better than the guy on the corner of the street when you're streaming with his tin cup out saying, "You got any change?" Right? That's really, at the end of the day, that's all this is. We're just trying to provide as much entertainment as possibly can, and maybe you put a couple shekels in there. Like God is good. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
If that happens. So, I think it's just having that perspective. And look, you can sign all the deals you want to sign, right? But what you've built is not real. And he'll say, "Well, the money's real," and I say, "That's great, but the class isn't."
Yep.
And I think more than anything, do you have the respect of your peers? And he could say, "I really don't care," and that's fine. But I don't think many people look at the quartering and say, like, that's the type of guy that I want to be.
That's a great point. Like, there's people that have DM'd you. I'm sure they've probably for 20 years now or 15 years. There's people that have DM'd me, and they've been like, "I've started content creation because I like your show, and I want to do what you're doing." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's go!" Right? I doubt there's anyone doing that for Jeremy, right? Because they don't want to be doing that, right? They're just there because it's on the main page of Rumble, right? That's the only reason they're there. Danny Delete with an orange boy says, "Sidescrollers is one of the best podcasts around, even when they roast their short bus host, like earlier where Craig made her cry." Love you, Craig.
Yeah, poor Blabs.
Oh, we love Blabs here. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Danny. Ericaya says, "Sidescrollers and the real Game Awards need tank tops in their merch so I can work out on them." Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, buddy. We're working on merch. I think we're going to, going into summer, we're going to be launching. I think we're going to do a merch drop for the first time. We've never really done a merch drop. We've done, when we first launched, we had shirts, so we would sell every month. They were kind of limited per month. But I think we're going to do like one big merch drop, probably midsummer. And kind of get all that scored away for the first time. So maybe we'll get a little tank top in there. You can go to the gym, pump a little iron.
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And that actually, oh, by the way, Dan Vask, thank you, brother. We love you, buddy.
Dan Vask.
What a
That's
great
my boy.
man. What a attractive man.
I can't wait to get Dan Vask back on Sidescrollers. God, the day will get better. The day will be better when Dan Vask shows up on Sidescrollers. Love that man.
Dan Vask, he's a net good. He's a net good. Thank you, Dan. We love you, buddy. Thank you so much for those memberships. I really appreciate that. It helps us towards the goal of Naked Snake, which we're halfway to already. Thank you, guys.
Oh, wow.
And I saw you, John, long last name. I love you, buddy. Long last name in the PayPal direct. Thank you so much, man. I'd have Talladega in a week and a half, and things are getting tight. So every dollar over there on PayPal and over here, of course, helps. So I appreciate you guys so much for all the love tonight. You guys are goated as help. So I had a interesting point. It's very interesting to see mundane Matt, or I guess Matt Jarbo, whatever, like get a little, because it's funny because 3 days before this all started blowing up. Everybody was all over Jarbo for some shit. It was like he quote tweeted Critical Drinker and said a really bad take. And just 3 days later, all it took was Jeremy just going absolutely insane. And now people are like, you know what? Matt Jarbo's not that bad. It's like when they released the sequel trilogy to Star Wars. They're like, you know what? Maybe Jar Jar wasn't that bad.
Well,
Right.
I'll tell you, I don't know. I honestly don't know the first thing about that guy. Like I was introduced to him like last week. Said, you know, he's going after a drinker or something. I don't know. I don't really care. He's just some guy on the internet. And to me, but you know, like I said, whether I agree with things that he says, that doesn't mean I can't say, hey, good job on the good work.
Yep.
You know, like I have enough humility to recognize good work when I see it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a good point. Like I've seen people I've disagreed with 600 times, and they put out a pretty decent take, and I'm like, you know what? It's a good take.
You give him a high five. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, brother. Like, yeah, and I've never liked when people preface something with how much they hate you. Like you ever get that? Like somebody will comment and be like, you know, I just really just hate you, Craig. But this is a good point. And I'm like, you could have just said this is a good point, Craig.
Right.
Like just in case anybody's watching, I want them to know that I hate you.
Yeah. I hear that. You know, with all due respect, I think you're a total fucking asshole. But
yeah. Oh, thanks, man. I feel way better now.
Right.
I've never understood that. But as we speak, by the way, so I'm sure you've heard about this, or maybe you haven't. But TheQuartering said yesterday he was quitting drinking, which is a good thing.
Oh, good for him. Yeah, that's a great thing.
Great thing. But us with like pattern recognition understand like what happens when somebody, you can always see when a creator's doing a certain thing, they start doing something on the internet. And when TheQuartering drinks, he starts freaking out on Twitter. He'll start going after people, freaking out, saying crazy shit. Well, it all started happening like an hour ago. Just all the way down the page. And I'm sure he's deleted most of it by now, but I got all of it like backlogged. And of course, and the first thing is I put out a tweet. It was like Lord of the Rings. It was the dude that got the ring in the very beginning, and he's like, throw it in the fire. And it's Hugo Weaving. He's like, throw it in the fire. And the guy's like, no. And I was like, because it's like Quartering. Can you show proof of this harassment that you're getting? And I'm just like, no. Right. But he's claiming that he's getting harassed. People are like, and if this was true, yeah, this is terrible. But he's claiming his family's getting harassed, like his elderly mother's getting harassed, his co-hosts are getting harassed. Now, what does harassment mean? Is that like a random DM saying you're a bitch? Because I get those all the time. But like, it's bad enough you guys harass my elderly mother, my in-laws, my offline friends, which he's talking about his bull. But if you think you can weasel into their DMs to get them to turn on me, just proof this is all manufactured. And I guarantee you what this is all coming from is somebody or maybe 2 or 3 people. Listen here, Meme Copian. I always forget Isildur's name. All right. Anyways, it's one of my drawbacks. It's a negative trait of my life. But what this probably means is 2 or 3 or maybe 1 person messaged Hannah Claire, which is his co-host, or Melanie Mack, another co-host, and was like, "Hey, I love you." Right? What's going on? Should you look into this? Maybe don't be attached to this. This is getting weird. It's getting a little weird, and I like you, and I don't want to see you go down with the ship, especially not the Jerry Bear ship. And
can I give you some breaking news?
Yes.
It was me.
It was me.
Well,
I'm sure it was. Shit, I thought about it.
So look, I said this on our show. I said this in the clip that we have on our channel. I said this on the clip we have on social media. I reached out to Melanie Mack tonight. I reached out to her yesterday, actually. And I reached out to her, whenever it was, 14 hours ago, it says. I reached out to her and I said, well, I don't want to repeat what I said because that conversation is private. But the point is that I reached out to her out of respect to her and our relationship. Like I said, and she gets mad because I give these precursors, these idea that like I don't agree with her, right? I don't agree with her on everything. I don't agree with anybody on everything.
Yeah.
But I always say that because Melanie's been through some controversy and stuff, right? Yeah. And I'll say that about Smash, and I'll say that about you or whatever, right? I don't agree with her about everything, but we still have a friendship, right?
Yep.
She's been on our show. She was very nice. So out of respect to her, I reached out to her to say, hey, I'm letting you know that this is what I'm saying about your friend, because I'd rather you hear it from me than hear it through the grapevine, right? I want you to hear it directly from me. Now, that's where I'm going to leave that conversation, right? I'll let you know that we had a very spirited conversation for about an hour tonight via DM. But apparently, my DM to her did not receive the same respect I'm giving it as it ended up to Jeremy.
Oh, I was about to say that. I'm like, I guarantee you, he's already seen that.
Yeah, he absolutely has, and she more or less admitted that. Right. That to me is a big no-no. Right. Private conversations you don't leak. Which is why I'm leaving these private conversations private. That's exactly what they are. They're direct messages, not group messages. So that was disheartening. But with that said, we've moved past that, Melanie and I, and it is what it is. Like I said, I hope that Melanie continues to have the most successful career in the world. I do. And I hope that for everybody. But out of respect to her, I will reach out. In respect to any of my friends, I say this all the time. I will be direct and transparent with you. And I would much rather you hear something directly from me than through the grapevine. And that is what I did. And offense was taken. And ultimately, by me reaching out directly to her, she then went to the boss.
Yeah. And you know what sucks about that is, again, me and you, and most people actually, that's probably why this is all a big deal for a lot of people, is me and you we come from that time where when we, especially you as a personality, I think I have a similar kind of like inside brain juice, is when I have an issue, I like reach out. Like I remember like, when I think when the whole beef with Flash went down and somehow I was attached to, I didn't even do anything, but he thought I did. And he like blocked me, or no, he just unfollowed me. I don't remember. He removed me from a group. So I messaged him. I was like, dude, what's going on? What's happening? And he was like, did you do this thing? And I was like, no, I didn't do that, man. I wouldn't do that. Like, I don't know what's going on. And he was like, oh, okay. And we talked it out for 10 minutes. And that water on the bridge was 2 years ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I do that immediately when I have an issue. I go directly to the source. I'm like, what's going on? Let's talk about it. But we're going into a new era. This is why this is a big deal. It's called setting a precedent, right? The fact that Jeremy seems to be totally cool with flagging, because he even said on his recent tweet, he was like, it looks like I wasn't the one that flagged, even though I don't even care. Like basically implying that it's okay to flag people. It's going to inspire a lot of other creators or people or viewers that's okay, because almost all creators across. I mean, when Matt Jarbo did it, it was like it reverberated through time for like 8 years. Don't do that shit. So when Jeremy's likely could be involved in this, and he's encouraging it and saying he's flexing his connection, suddenly a bunch of other creators, if he doesn't face a lot of backlash, a bunch of other creators can be like, this is a viable option. Now we know that people are leaking DMs from this sector now. So what now we're like, well, fuck, we can't even message anybody anymore. We can't even be candid. Hey, I'm worried about you, because that shit's going to pop up. And like, oh, this person's trying to turn me against somebody. It's like, no, motherfucker, I care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we're at in the internet. Yeah. It's like, it's getting spicy as hell. And I've had, dude, and look, not to imply anything, but I've had people send me DMs, other creators during rough times that are fucked. Not like in an aggressive manner towards me, although some have been, but in like why are you telling me this? I don't need to know this knowledge kind of issue, like stuff they're going through. And if I leaked any of these DMs, to be the end of the world for some of these people. But I would never, ever, ever, because that's just, it's the thing you don't do. We're humans. There's this level of respect. I've had people fuck me over, like completely run through me, like start a beef with me. Now they don't like me, and I don't even have a problem with them. And I still have DMs from them. And I would never release them saying, well, this person's an asshole, so I'm going to drop this DM. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's just something you don't do.
Bad form, dude.
Exactly. And now
streamer creator etiquette.
Exactly.
Right? Unwritten rules that you just don't do.
Yep.
And, this is where we're at with all this nonsense, so.
Yep. And now we have it. Like you talking about what you just talked about with that breaking news. It's like now other creators that might care about some of these people are gonna be like, well, I can't DM them, because if I DM them, it's shit's gonna hit the fan now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And look, I like to think that I've been doing this for a long ass time. Right. And I know that what goes around comes around in this business. And I would love to be super petty and tell you all the things that were contradictory in our DMs, right? That she said to me, but I'm not going to do that. Right. Because that's bad form, right? It sucks that when you reach out to somebody privately, they then go and they pass it in her argument. And I think this is fair game. She said, if someone was bad mouthing Blabs, you would tell her, or vice versa. Right. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Right. I think in this situation, I reached out to her out of respect. Right. Once again, I respect you. I want you to hear this from me, so you don't hear it from random guy on YouTube making a video about this. Right.
Yeah.
And that was somehow lost in translation, which led to an hour, DM conversation, which, whatever. So, you were talking about quartering with Spurgeon out or something.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's a day that ends in Y, right?
Yeah. There's just so many things, like so many moving pieces. And the thing that sucks about this being so many moving pieces is there's a lot of, people I really respect and, I kind of care about, kind of involved in this, and it kind of sucks. And I've said this before, like it just kind of sucks to see this divide, but also see no one really trying to help themselves. And I said this before you came on. Jeremy he needs to have accountability. Now, even if he doesn't want to face a lot of this stuff, even if he doesn't want to face the flagging stuff, something needs to happen to where he protects the people that are under his employ. That, to be completely frank here, I'm not a dumbass. You're not a dumbass, Craig. If you're giving me 6 figures a year, Craig, if you're like, hey, Sidescrollers, Cody going to Sidescrollers every Tuesday, 100 grand, my happy ass will die for you in battle probably. So I'm just putting this out there. So like, I'm not going to pretend, no one in the chat's under this illusion that's not an enticing thing, and that doesn't make you more loyal. So, but here's the issue is to protect his family, for one, because if his family's getting harassed, that's a big deal. To protect your family, to protect their livelihood, to protect your co-host and your co-host livelihood, you hold the accountability to stand up, put out a video or something, get out in front of everything, and apologize to everyone directly. Don't offer yourself any justification like, I felt real bad and I had a weak moment and I've been struggling. No, fuck that. Get out in front of everything, face accountability, and take some of the heat off the people that are now starting to get some splash damage, like in the WoW days. You know what I'm saying?
I think the thing that I haven't seen, look, I have not accused Jeremy of anything with Kino Casino, right? We've talked about it, right? But I just think it's very suspicious, right? The way things lined up. And I have not seen TheQuartering, and I don't follow his Twitter feed constantly. I don't watch his shows. I don't know, right? I don't know if he said this or not, but I have not seen him publicly say, hey, I can see how this looks really weird, right? I can see how you can connect the dots here. Instead, what I've seen is, whoa, how can you possibly think that I would do this? And other, smart ass remarks of like, I am the God King when it comes to, YouTube flagging and stuff, or whatever it may be, right? Kind of tongue-in-cheek sarcasm, instead of actually saying like, look, I get it, right? I understand how you can think this way, why you may think this, but let me tell you why, right? Let me tell you why I didn't do this, or, here's further proof or whatever. And I know he's put out things, but there's been other email messages and stuff, whatever, right? Yeah. And if he's done that, by all means, throw it my way, because I have not seen it. But I think that's a good way to handle it. Like, if you're in the center of all this, it's certainly not helping a reputation amongst his peers by any means, right? Regardless of what you think of the Kino Casino guys, it doesn't matter. This is a larger conversation about not about Kino Casino, but all creators. This is, I said this on the show the other day. This is just like the Smash JT Mercante lawsuit, right? That is larger than Smash JT. That is going to have ripple effects, and set a precedent when it comes to defamation amongst all creators and things that you can say about public figures. Same thing here. If TheQuartering did in fact go and flag, or his audience flagged at his behest, then ultimately what that does is it says it's fair game. It's fair game to take down channels you don't like because they're mean to you, because they're mean about you. Or, hey, I didn't like whatever. She gave me a bad recipe for a chocolate chip cookie. I thought it sucked. Let's take her livelihood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's dangerous. That you're legit messing with people's lives.
And also, there's a lot of people that I think enjoy the negative aspect of this. Like, there's creators out there that are so far in the law cow and irrelevancy, they actually enjoy negative attention, and they would likely take inspiration from this and start flagging channels just to get people talking about them. Like, because now they're like, oh, well, this actually works. Look at all this attention they're getting, right? It's another avenue. Just the fact that we're even talking about it, right? And I think that's the biggest issue. And yeah, like you said, I definitely think the quartering should get out in front of it and just do something. Just do something. And like you said, here's a great thing. Now, look, I hope if he makes an apology word by word, like verbatim, this is going to be weird. But hey, I know how this looks weird. I totally get it. There's a lot of coincidences lining up. I can assure you I didn't flag these channels, but I did threaten to do so. And somebody did take inspiration from that, from my call to arms. And it looks like they did that. And I really regret that happening. That was a stupid thing to do. And just start going from there. Just something. Because like, it's just only going to get worse. I mean, Asmongold's talked about it. Some of these large creators, because it's going to keep spiraling. Like these large creators are going to get on it. And it's going to go nuclear. And it could affect his Rumble deal in the future. Right? Well, there's all kinds of scary stuff that could happen as a result.
So it could, but I don't think it will when it comes to Rumble, right? And let me tell you why. Just like how Twitch has suspended people for off-platform content, this does not have to do with Rumble, right? It has to do with the off-platform behavior, which I think that is totally fair, right? Sure. Does it look good to have the a figure of free speech allegedly doing this?
Yep.
No, which is why I think he probably should say something. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Speaking of getting ahead of things, I see Shadow Dancer in the chat says Craig fired his pod manager for check notes defending his show and its guest. No, Shadow Dancer, I fired our social media manager for check notes, making it his own personal social media account. That's what I fired him for. So there you go.
Yeah, I remember the day when I saw like the Sidescrollers podcast, like saying the weirdest shit, like in direct response to random shit. And I was like, what is happening over there? Because I, for some reason, just imagined it was you. I was like,
right. Well, yeah, well, most people do. Most people do. Right.
Yeah. So then when you announced that, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense, actually.
Yes. So, and that's the thing, right? Like, you have a brand. We have a brand. That brand ultimately represents me, Blabs, Phoenix, and really our community. And like whether you are defending us or not, like I'm not even saying I didn't agree with all the things that he was saying or most of the things he said. It doesn't matter. You can't just go off and spurg out and make it your own personal account, start blocking people and all sorts of stuff. Like, you can't do that. And it is what it is. By the way, guy, super nice guy, love him. Would recommend him, in the future possibly for another position or something like that. Just, it was time. You just can't do that on a social media account. We talk about, specifically when it comes to the social media thing, we talk about social media managers like doing bad things for movies, TV shows, et cetera, all the time. And we say, man, how come people don't get fired? We would be giant hypocrites if we wouldn't have done something in that situation that was almost parallel to what was happening with all those other movies, brands, whatever,
Right. Yep. 100%. 100%. I'm right there with you. Like, I calmed down my personal account just because like X got a little Wild West there for a little while, for like 2 years ago. But that's just how it is. But as we speak, just all tonight. Now I don't know how many tweets or X posts that Jeremy has deleted, but there's like 30. It went insane. And there somebody was like, "Hey, you need to stop drinking for real," and he said never. So my theory, I think, is pretty correct. Pretty sure he's back on the sauce. Now, granted, it was one day, dude. Like, shit. That's like saying I'm not going to drink a Monster tomorrow. And then I'll wake up and I'm like, fuck, I'm drinking this Monster. No one can stop me.
No one can stop me. Let's go.
Adult.
Yeah. The Monsters, they're addictive, man. Get that caffeine, that sugar. You do the sugar free, or you do the all?
Yeah, it's sugar free. Yeah.
You go unleaded.
Unleaded. No, yeah. And I started getting into Red Bull because they taste like armpits. But for some reason, I started really enjoying the taste of armpits, I guess, because I started really drinking those. And I'm like, dude, I like
there are worse things. There's leg pits, I guess, that could. You ever, what a weird saying, leg pits. Like, you ever heard of a leg pit before? There's armpits, leg pits. Weird. Sorry.
Anyways, let me hit a few of these super chats.
Anyways, I agree.
Eric says, I feel bad for Hannah Claire working with the hammoning. Oh my gosh. Frost Fang says the quarter pounder invited a random ballooned girl who was a fan of the show and kept talking about her fun balloons multiple times throughout. That's weird. I've seen that a lot from the Hambly. I referred to him years ago as something because I kept seeing it. I kept seeing this was years ago, but I kept seeing Jeremy in the replies of random like small female creators like trying to talk to them. Sent you a DM. And I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Has anybody checked his DMs? Like just talking about sharing DMs, just saying like,
he went on a deleting spree for sure. Billy says, I found it cringe how he talks about his money. And it's also disgusting, flagging. Yep. And it's going to inspire other people. That's the issue. It's going to inspire other people. Okay. To do the same thing, not only because they'll get some clout from it, although negative clout is still clout for some people. Don't forget, he and RTU are supposed to box for Keem, and Craig might have been the announcer too. That didn't happen. Yeah, that'd have been great.
That would have been fun. I would have kicked that ass.
Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Hambly would kill Rich. I don't know why. It just seems like he'd definitely kill him.
I agree. Yes.
Oh, Ham Planet's the new fatter Jinx Reloaded. Thank you, Nick. Rice says, for the best eyebrows in the game. Yes. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me for a second.
Nice. Dude, like I can shoot mine like up to the roof, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Deported Sicilian says, did it all start for quartering when he peed in the basement, or was it when his wife went out with pizza for him? That's when like a lot of the goofy stuff started. But on a serious note, all of this started quite literally from the Keno Casino show from like 2 weeks ago, where they did a deep dive on Jeremy Hambly's friend, who he's been friends with for a long time, who's been in this chat, who he refers to and talks about how big his wife's boobs are and stuff like that, and invites him to the house to get in the hot tub. They found his Reddit account, that guy's Reddit account, his personal Reddit account, and he's in a bunch of cuckolding Reddits, and he's a bull, and he goes over to people's houses to, have sex with their wives, and he's hanging out with Jeremy every day. So this
is a real thing?
Yeah, people started drawing the parallels here that he may be bullying Jeremy's wife. Now, when this all came out, it was like a 6-hour stream.
The
shit hit the fan.
I apparently live an extremely sheltered life because I don't know any of these terms, and I don't like
Dude, I learned it too. I'll learn 8 new terms when I'm watching a Keno Casino stream when they're dissecting like quartering shit. I'm like, damn, he is into some shit, bro.
All right.
Even their most recent one, God, it was insane. Anyways, so all of this news, allegations, and it's all based in comedy. Let's be honest here. So, but all these allegations came out that it looks like he could be in a cuckold relationship, and there's a guy like having sex with his wife, which is like the ultimate loser point of any man's life, especially on the internet. So he's getting roasted for it, and that's how this all started. It went to the moon, it went nuclear. He started spurging out all over Twitter, and it's this thing that I have a very distinct question. I think you can agree with this. If people have made fun of you for years, like they do me, like they do you, over different things, it doesn't matter what it is, right? But there's one thing they hit on, and it like makes you literally spiral out of control.
Mm-hmm.
That one thing, is it true? Right? Why is there a negative? Why are you acting a different way to this one allegation? And that leads me to believe and I'm not implying that it may be true. I'm saying that you're making it seem like it is by making this way worse.
Right. I think, look, I'm a firm believer that if your family, if you don't involve your family in your content, they should be left off, right? Leave friends, family, they're not a part of this, right? With that said, and I don't know this, like I said, I don't watch the quartering content very often, right? And the Keno Casino guys, like I'm just getting to know them. I got so much shit to worry about on my own. Like we're trying to grow things over here. I'm going to focus on what we need to do. With that said, I just, you know, like you should leave family out of it, right?
Yep.
But if you bring family into it as a creator, well, then, you know, they're part of the show, right? And they become a public figure all of a sudden. They're now a co-star or whatever. So, you know, take that for what it is. So.
No, that's what I was talking about that before you jumped on. You know, like I've had PDH, Jessie, you've met her before at Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's on my show like once or twice a week, and we have a great time. You know, that's where all my shorts come from, like us like talking and, you know, having conversations, and they do really well, probably because she's hot, right? You know, I just put the screen on her. I'm like, I don't take it off. You can just hear me talk.
You're not gonna do a whole lot of that with me tonight. Just letting you know.
No, it's gonna be only my
keep it on you.
Yeah.
You know,
no, but
you should, you know what, all your shorts should just be you going, can you believe how hot she is? What do you think? And then just have her talking.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I have her on my show twice a week. I mention her a lot. So if somebody who came out and we think that, you know, Camel Toes girl PDH is in a relationship with this person and he's a cuck and stuff, I'd laugh about it and I would just be like, that would be the end of it, right? You know, I mean, people can go forever, but that'd be, you know, whatever. I don't care, right? But she's been on my show. She has a Twitter. She has an Instagram. She has all these things. Jeremy implied that she was not a public person. She's not involved in the internet. She has a YouTube channel with thousands of subscribers. She has a public Twitter that she's been active on. And he mentions her every other stream, right? And in tweets like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, when you make it a core part of the things you're talking about, you know, it's going to get brought up. There's nothing you can do. And I reiterate from earlier, just because somebody says, oh, well, we don't like your mom or your mom's gay or something, or somebody DMs, dude, I had people DMing my family all the time back in the day, in the early days. You still can't get a channel, you know, struck down within reason. Now, if people are showing up at your house live streaming and trying to kill you and shit, it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
Within reason, right? Or getting you swatted every other day and boasting about it on the channels. That's a little different. But just making fun of you, that's just a little, you know?
Right.
That's just a little, that's you're not going to make your situation any worse. And there's people out there that are, you know, in their own way defending all of these actions, and it's just not really helping anything, right?
No. And I this, like I said, this all could go away really quick if you just was straight up front of it. Somebody mentioned how tired I look. I'm sorry. I'm tired. And I do need to go to sleep, but I do very much want to see what Dark Side Phil had to say about this.
Oh, let's pull it up.
Can we do that together?
Let's roll that footage right now.
Okay.
I totally forgot about that. I was having such a good time just hanging.
Sorry, I'm enjoying our time together too, buddy. Yeah, I feel like it's been a little bit. Very
special to me, Craig. Okay.
Hey, anything for you, bud. And I do mean anything. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Holy shit. There it goes. There's a new thread.
There it is. There it is right there.
So let me pull this up. I had it actually pulled up on, it's a little bit harder to find on X, but I had it pulled up on YouTube earlier.
Okay.
All right. Beep, 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 beep.
Whatever you want to watch it on is fine with me.
All right. Here we go. Oh, look, the first thing is me. I don't want me. I want the guy I looked at earlier. Yeah, it's like the first video pulled up is just my own stream. I'm like, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to watch that garbage. I want to watch the thing I'm thinking of. All right. So here it is. All right. We got it pulled up. Thank God. Oh, I already had it pulled up. I just had to I pulled it up twice because I had it ready for earlier, but I totally forgot about it.
I'm excited for this.
So here's DSP calling out TheQuartering, or maybe defending him. Actually, I haven't watched this. I'm going in completely raw.
Me too. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it hell on it. Diggity dog on it. Let's see what our boy, Mr. Phil, got to say here. Oh, you sent it to me. You did. Oh, damn. When did you do that? All right. Anyways, I just saw that.
This is awesome.
Right, here we go. An intro.
She too loud, guy.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hold on. Let's stop for a second real quick. Somebody made that entire intro for Phil.
People love us. I love some Phil.
That's great. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's duty. Okay.
Yeah. You know,
Quality-
it's
quality
a DSP
content, right?
stream when then like there's just empty, like completely dead air. You're like,
Yep.
that's a DSP stream.
Just processing data.
At least the quartering says and like over and over. How's your weekend?
Okay. We done here? I already went down. Yeah. Vegeta Bull, I think we've talked a lot about what's going on with quartering in the casino, have we not? You guys keep bringing it up. Like I said, I really don't have much to say. Besides, I don't really know the full situation except what you've told me. And from what you've told me, it just sounds like the quartering flagged down their YouTube Clips channel. And I guess also Andy's regular channel, which I thought was already banned, but apparently had been unbanned. And because of that, you know, everyone has talked about the story because, you know, the YouTube drama community picks up on all of it. And now it's backfired, right? Where now they're getting tons of attention on them. I mean, I guess that's how it works. Listen, it's this simple, all right? You have issue with someone, you voice it, or you don't, or whatever. But I don't understand the whole idea of trying to use like from what you guys are saying, it was nonsensical what happened, right? It's not like, oh, it was a valid claim that apparently it's like underhanded means or something, right? Like saying that it was ban evasion for them to have a Clips channel, even though their Clips channel is not owned by them. So it's not ban evasion. So yeah, if it was a legit takedown, a legal thing, that's one thing. It apparently hasn't been. So there's only
Can
way.
we stop for a second? Can we all just admire how great it is that Phil's able to play this game with such stellar accuracy and gameplay, while also addressing this very important matter of Kino Casino versus the quartering. I think it's just this is top tier positive content from Darkside Phil. Yeah. Good for him. Sorry.
That's going to go. You know what I mean? First of all, people don't like takedowns to begin with. Most people who are content creators do not agree with people who take down content. Just in general. You know, if you're part of the YouTube commentary community and you dish it out, then you also have to be able to take it.
Yep.
Am I right? Right? So in my case, listen, do I like Kino Casino? Obviously not. Do I care that they talk shit about me? Not really. I just ignore it all. And I'm good. Did I go crazy thinking, oh, I need to like try to destroy the casino and get, you know, revenge against them because of the stuff they say about me? I'm like, oh, fuck it. Let's do my own thing. Right? But I guess some people just, you know, they're not like that. They feel like they have to be in control and I don't know, you know, do these things. Again, it was a legal thing. Like at the casino.
Gosh, imagine getting straight up felted by DSP.
Right.
You know what's weird about this whole situation? By the way, Anna, I saw your raid. That Star Wars girl, Anna. I love you.
Thank Anna. I've never. I've done a stream with Anna before, but I think I've only called her that Star Wars girl. I think she's been on Sidescrollers as well. But I don't think we've ever actually called her Anna before. So hi, Anna.
Yeah,
thanks for the raid.
She's so good to me. But at any rate, it's so the weirdest thing about this whole situation is everybody 3 weeks ago, if you brought up Matt Jarbo's name and you knew who Matt Jarbo, just kind of roughly knew. You're like, fuck that guy. He'll never come back. Nothing he ever says matters. And if you said the same thing about DSP's cringe, always awful, can't play a video game, you know, and whatever you want to say about DSP. And he'll never say anything right, and no one will ever respect anything he has to say. 3 weeks ago, that would be correct. What is insane about this whole situation is you have people like Matt Jarbo making sense, and you have people like DSP fucking sounding reasonable, like very reasonable. That's insanity. When you have creators like that have in the past just roasted to oblivion, when they are making sense and they are being reasonable, and you're hearing what they say and you don't hate them immediately, you know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm listening to DSP. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I would never say this at any other reason for DSP. When he's the voice of reason, the quartering's got to be like looking at himself, being like, fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. And at a certain point, he's like, oh man, like there's like the tier ranking of like streamers or whatever, you know, like you have your lolcow at the bottom, right? And they're just kind of scraping by, you know, doing what they can, making fools of themselves, trying to stay relevant or whatever, right? And then you got DSP doing his own thing in his corner over here. And he's like, and then like the quartering over there is like, oh shit, I just moved down below DSP. That's pretty fucked up. Like that's gotta signal something to you. It's just, I mean, I've seen tons of people call the quartering, and DSP like like bros at this point, which like admittedly, I think the shorts alone outdo DSP's output. But yeah, man, it's crazy. That's crazy to see. Did you get your goal again?
What goal?
Your naked snake goal.
Oh, we're 200 away in super chats.
Let's go.
Actually,
right,
now
nice.
to be fair, I don't have Rumble up because I'm a bad creator. But I might have some on Rumble. I don't know. But at any rate, let's finish this clip because
yeah.
He might say something crazy. He might say something really stupid here in a second.
What if he comes off and he's like, and fuck you, quartering, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like what if he just dropped a bomb like that? That'd be outstanding. This
is how like these creators, this is their redemption. Like I understand why Matt Jarbo has been posting a lot about this, and like getting a giant Santa Claus sack and just putting W's in it, right? Because if I was Jarbo, I'd be collecting them bitches like wildfire. Yeah, put them on there. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But actually done something that was considered illegal. Like let's even say that you feel that they went so far that it could be considered defamation or something, right? Okay, so sue them. So get a lawyer and sue them for defamation, right? Don't do underhanded things to fool YouTube's automated system into thinking that they're ban evading and stuff like that to get them shut down. Instead, just do the legal thing that's correct. Like they say, 2 wrongs don't make a right, right? So you hate them so much, you're essentially breaking the law yourself, doing false reporting and stuff to get it shut down. That's not right. Because yeah, it is true. The Kino Casino Clips channel is not ban evasion. So if it was banned for ban evasion, that's erroneous. It never should have happened. That channel is not run by them. It's run by someone else who pays them for their work on the channel. This is the same loophole that Keemstar used to be on YouTube many years when he was banned from YouTube. He just had someone else make a channel and he just made content for the channel. So per the rules of YouTube and the legal stuff, they're in the right. Now, maybe what they do could be considered defamation. It could be considered slander. If that's the case, go after them for defamation and slander. Get a lawyer and sue them, right? But it seems like they went the other route, or I say they. I mean, the quartering went the other route. I guess he went the backhanded way. Again, I don't know. Have I seen any confirmation?
And it's because he said in DMs that he was going to flex his connections. To be honest, right. I think the only reason he sent that DM is because he wanted to see himself type out and hear, I have connections and I'm important.
Right.
That's what I think. Because we were talking about this earlier. He has this weird need, this weird like urge to flex his status, his connections, his finances,
right,
without being provoked to do so.
Once again, that goes back to the narcissism, while still wanting to flex. Like that's what you see with a lot of these folks is they're insecure. They want to show you all the time how great they are. Listen, can I tell you that I can get people flagged? Did I tell you that I got a great house with lots of money? Did I let you know that I'm super rich? By the way, look at me. I'm an insecure narcissist, right? And I started using that term a long time ago when it came to honestly a lot of people who have mental health issues, right? There's a lot of folks who believe they're girls or boys who think they're girls or whatever, and at the end of the day, they are insecure about themselves, but they're also narcissists because it's all about them. You need to use my pronouns. You need to think about me, right? This is about me, not about you. It's all about how I am accepted, right? And it's the same thing with him, right? It's insecurity and narcissism. And you tie those things together and it's a very dangerous combination. And that's what you get right here.
Yep, 100%. And it's you see people like this in your everyday life. You'll go to like maybe a meetup or some kind of public event with like your significant other or something, and you'll meet one of these people. They'll walk up to you, and they're immediately like everything they're trying to do is to one up everything that you're saying. And you're like, "What are you doing? This is weird as fuck." It's one of those people, like if you met Jeremy in real life and you pretended like you didn't know what he did, and you're like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" He'd be like, "Oh, nothing big, nothing crazy. Like I just run like a big company and stuff, and like a coffee, doing pretty good. It's been pretty good, And you just like unprovokingly bring up all of it, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I didn't ask." not on any of that. I'm just like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's one of those
right.
guys. He's one of those damn guys.
The subtle flex of like, hey, I just want to tell you how great I am. Just want to let you know this little business that I built here. Just letting you know. So
yeah, and that's like if he's afraid if he doesn't tell people, then they won't know.
right.
And they have to know. They have to know how important and great he is.
This goes back to like a legit something I asked earlier, right? If let's just say hypothetically, right? Critical Drinker was to hold a meetup, right?
Yep.
Camelot was to hold a meetup. I've seen you at a meetup, right? Sidescrollers was to hold a meetup, right? How do you think those lines would compare compared to a quartering meetup?
I couldn't imagine anybody would. Now, to be fair, the quartering can't leave his house because he's got anxiety or something. But
is that his thing? Is that his deal? He can't leave his house?
I think he's agoraphobic. Yeah, where you can't leave your house. I could be fucking making this up, but I feel like I read this somewhere. Like he canceled on Tim Pool years ago because he can't leave his house because he has travel anxiety and he starts freaking out or something. It's weird, man. I had to travel like every week for like 2 years for a while there. Like, but at any rate, a meetup, a critical drinker, Gary, like, yeah, I've been to those meetups already, and the lines do not stop.
Yep.
Until they leave. And it was the same way last time I was at Matsuri. My line was right beside Drinker, and I had like 30 people for 4 or 5 hours, and then I would leave. I'm like, why is anybody even talking to my dumb ass? Right. So like, yeah, you're building an audience and curating an audience, and then getting to know these people, seeing their profile pictures. They're always there. They're supporting you. It's almost like you have like this weird small knit, like almost like a real community that you care about. They support you. And you know, they lean on you. Shit, I used to do streams where, and I still do every once in a while, where I kind of talk about like where my headspace is at, and you know, I lean on them a little bit, and they lean on me a little bit, and it's a bunch of real ass people. I don't think the quartering has that. You know,
I agree. I agree. I think this goes back to the shorts is a wonderful metaphor for that, right? The shorts audience is fake. It is disposable. It's not real. It is TikTok brain, right? You are there to satisfy them for anywhere between 10 and 30 seconds before they swipe to the next thing.
Yep.
It does not grow anything for your channel. It grows like it does not the carryover, the Venn diagram of shorts to viewers, it's so small. Shorts should be used as marketing, and that's it. You should not, but it's fake. It's not real. It's inauthentic, and it's especially his shorts. Which, by the way, I saw a flash in the chat actually.
I saw him too, but I completely ignored him because I'm a bad friend apparently.
Flash, you're my boy, and I want you to know.
And Rhino. Flash, Rhino, Art.
Raging Rhino in the chat. That's good. Good to see you.
Yeah,
can I share this real quick?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I saw Flash put this, I guess, Soapmore from Kiwi Farms said, Craig off Sidescrollers on Camelot stream. He just said he's going to copy Quartering's Freebooting and do it with Quartering content every day from now on out. Flash says do it, and I say okay. So you can expect a video from me for that. I say in a totally original video from me. I'm going to take all of the videos, and I will then take the exact same intro that I put together and put it at the beginning, and I will be posting them consistently. So if he makes 20, no, I'm not going to say I'm going to take all of them, but I'm going to take probably the most ridiculous ones. So
yeah. And watch. He's going to hit you for a copyright strike. Watch.
I'm not going. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a separate channel. I'm going to make an entirely separate channel, and it's just going to be like I don't know. It'll be I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll definitely post it over on X. Because what's he going to do? Strike me for copywriting somebody else's content?
Dude, companies do that. There's like a Joyful, I think it's called Joyful or something. They struck my channel like last month for putting up a short, completely transformative. I was like talking and then like with a video, and then I'd pause the video and talk, and then I'd watch it, pause it, talk, and watch it reacting to it. And, you know, and also educational. I was like, you shouldn't do this. You should never do this to a law enforcement officer. You're going to get your ass kicked. Educational, put all the stuff there. And this joyful Storyful is the name of it. They struck my channel, copyright strike. So I obviously I removed the video and I emailed them and I was like, hey, I removed the video. Can you remove the strike? And they were like, no, you have to give us $500.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Legal extortion, right? So yeah. So then I literally said, eat my ass. I responded an email and I said, eat my ass. And I just counter notified them and said, sue me. And then they didn't do shit. And then they released a strike. And I was like, right. But no, that I don't, if a company like Storyful can do that, you know, I'm pretty sure Rupert Murdoch owns it, right? Am I wrong? Yep. Why would we think it's out of the realm of possibility for TheQuartering to do the same thing to you?
Good point. You know, this is actually really important. So much so that I'm going, you know what, right now, as we're doing this, I want to let you know that I'm going to make my next short, and that next short will go up before the end of the show. Okay. Because this totally transformative content, I'm going to do this. Okay. And here we go. I'm literally going to do it right now. And I'll tell you, you want to actually clock the time that it takes for me to make a totally original transformative piece of content?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll put the timer on. I'll start a timer right now. Okay, go. I'm going to download this for Fork, and it is downloaded. Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm going to use Canva. You ever use Canva before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use Canva to make this. We're going to make a short, but once again, want to repeat this, totally transformative piece of content right now. I also would like to point out that I have not watched the short that I have totally transformed from TheQuartering right now. I have not done that yet. Haven't even thought about looking at it yet, but I am going to throw my intro on top of that and see exactly what happens here. So let's go and do this really fast. Let's see. This entire short of totally transformative content. Honestly, the more I look at this, the more embarrassing and sad this is. I'm really like kind of upset at this. I'm doing this off camera, but this is, by the way, I'm currently exporting the video right now. I'm going to export it in 720p right now, just to get it out the door a little bit faster. Yep. And when I do get this totally transformative original piece of short content out, I'll be posting it all over on my X account at Stuttering Craig. And I would love if everybody went and reposted it just to let everybody know that I am truly a shorts master. And,
shorts master Craig.
Yes. That's
even though you're like 7 foot, it's fine.
No. It's not about the size. It's about the quality here. And this is what I do on a night-to-night basis. So I want to let you know, as of right now, we are approaching 90 seconds of work that I've done here. And I use that term loosely here. The video is now exported, and I'm literally going to take it and post it over on X. This is live coverage. I want to let you know that the video, which I have not watched, will be posted really quickly. Totally original and transformative content. Formative content is officially posted. It is uploading and it is processing. I want to let you know that I have completed this in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Yep. While we were on the show.
And keep in mind, what you did is just the exact same thing. So it's likely taking TheQuartering less time because he's been doing it for so long.
Actually, I didn't even see this. Can we watch it really quick?
Yeah. I already have it pulled up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, great. Right, thank you for that. Let's see what
I was
I posted.
waiting patiently. Yes. All right, here we go. Well, first let me retweet it and like it. Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Craig hitting with some totally transformative.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is totally transformative and original content.
All right, here we go.
Let's see what I said. This guy literally steals other people's videos, adds an intro to it, and then uploads it as his own. What do you think of that?
A lot of people are big mad about this, but I'm just not. I'm sorry, I'm not. Let me know what you think in the comments after watching the video.
Okay, this is so stupid.
I love the watermark.
Yeah, the watermark is crazy. Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, and that's it. That's the content. That's
You
what
know what
he
he
took.
could have. You know what he could have actually done. He could have had this on OBS, had his face down here, and been like, "This is really cool that the military respects, Kid Rock, and they're showing up, and he's, saluting to him. That's pretty awesome to see. It makes you feel, kind of good that there's a little bit of hope and there's a little bit of fun being had in the world when all this crazy stuff's going on. I approve of this. You could literally do that. It would take you an extra 8 seconds and then put it out, and it's a kind of a real reaction, maybe. But it's just he doesn't even want to do that. He wants to just take a copy and paste and just drag it over. Right?
Yep.
Wow. Absolutely.
Well, I want to let you know that I'll be doing the exact same thing for all of his content. And if at any time he gets upset about it, he's a giant fucking hypocrite.
100%. And he will, by the way. I mean, we can predict the future, right? Because I played this video before the stream started. It's only like 4 seconds long or 14 seconds long. Check this out, Craig.
All sorts of shenanigans going on with even comedians can't post their content without getting struck down on certain platforms. It's getting scary.
It's getting scary, Craig.
Unbelievable. Did you hear how sincere he sounded?
I felt it in my heart. I got teary and everything.
I started to weep a little bit. A single Indian tear.
Yeah,
leaving my eye.
You know that scene? You know that scene in Interstellar when he's watching his kids grow up in the tapes and he's losing his shit?
Mm-hmm.
This got me more than that.
Oh, I hear you on that, man. That's rough. Well, listen, I am glad that we've been able to make such transformative content together tonight, and to really go viral on X tonight. This is wonderful. Already over 60 hearts over on X. That's a great thing from my totally original transformative content. Thank you so much for the boost on that. This is what a great day. What a great day for us for content and for content creators in general. And Cam, I keep calling you Cam for Camelot, but Cody, I do have to go, unfortunately.
Oh, it's all good. I have to show about 20 deleted tweets here coming up. So.
Well, I have a show in about 11 and a half hours, and I gotta be up in about 7. So I gotta hit the old sack. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like TheQuartering with dark eyes here. So I need to make sure that I get my beauty rest, if you will. So, it's a pleasure, buddy. Always a pleasure to catch up with you.
It was awesome. I just enjoy talking to you, man. I'm glad you came on. I'm glad you told us some of the deets and some stuff that's going on with you. And I really respect the fact that you reached out to Melanie. Like that was, I know it sounds like I'm making it up now because you said it, but I was thinking about doing that like a week ago. But I was like, she don't want to hear from my dumb ass, So I never did it. Right.
I just say this all the time. If you have beef with anybody, go to them. Right? Talk to them. Now look, with quartering, I have nothing to say to him. But if I'm going to be talking about quartering, right? And by the way, that stems based off what he said about our show, which once again, our show literally dwarfs it. You take away all the bots and everything that he does to us. It's a fraction of what we do on a day-to-day basis, right? Whatever. If you want to do the PP contest, we can do the PP contest. Whatever it is, what it is. It doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of the people that watch you, the quality of the relationship you have with your audience, the quality that the relationship that your audience has with you. That's paramount to everything that we do, and that's something that we strive for every single day. And we're proud of that. We're proud of that at Sidescrollers. So, it's been a good run. And this is just this is a day that ends in Y on the internet. It is what it is. But I'm glad that we can at least start a new meme as far as creating totally original and transformative content and finding out what people think in the comments. That's important. And most importantly, how are we ever going to know what the oranges were for?
No,
we'll never know.
That's just going to be a meme now.
I hope so. God, I hope so. I totally hope so.
Yes, sir.
Buddy, appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Hopefully, we'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Time. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, and I'll probably get about 300 or 400 more shorts out before then.
There you go. Appreciate you,
buddy.
brother.
Have a good night. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
See you, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, boys. Let's go over these deleted tweets. All right. because we got a lot of them. They've all been deleted already, as we all predicted. So we're going to go through them right now for you guys. Make sure you go retweet Craig's his totally original content, transformative, right there. I put the link down there. And we're going to go through the super chats as well, because I neglected them because me and Craig were having so much fun. I appreciate you, Craig. Thank you so much. And big long last name. Thank you for that PayPal. I saw it, the $25 PayPal for Craig, making that short. Appreciate that. Let's pull up these totally deleted tweets real quick. Art says Sniper Wolf is the queen of freebooting. He learned it by watching her. I mean, I don't doubt it, brother. I don't doubt it. Thank you, buddy. M. Demo says, appears Cody's like my future ex-wife back in the tower again. Rapunzel, please let down your hair. Love you platonically. Thank you, M. Demo. She's sitting right here. She's sitting right beside me. Thank you. Appreciate that. A Garbage Take says, insecure narcissists turn into grandiose narcissists when they drink. Oh, yes. Sly Rise says, watched both of you guys daily, Sidescrollers in the morning and Craig at night. Always cool to see you guys collab, and I appreciate both your shows. Thank you, Sly Rise. I love you, buddy. Heather Hambly. Damn it, man. How's YouTube letting this happen? Oh my God. I snorted a little. Jesus. Suffer chair. Jesus. You should have Cody and Kirsch and Sidescrollers at the same time. Oh, I'll ask him. Yeah, I like Kirsch a lot. Gabriel Knight says Quarter Pounder sent a letter to my HR department. Got me fired. Damn you. He can't keep getting away with it. The Great Gonzalez says, how badly do you imagine jurors regretting hiring Sticks right now? If it hadn't been for that, the Kingdom of Kingdoms would never started covering. Damn, brother. Some mistakes you can't walk away from. PS2 says, cuck-a-doodle-doo. Thank you, brother. And thank you for your 5 gifted memberships as I cough. Thank you, buddy. Charitard says, now Matt can show all his new viewers his Boulder collection. Monetize the hobby that hallmarked the end of Jarbo's era and make amends to Medicare. Thank you, Charitard. Mario Trujillo says, this show just shows how weak of a soy boy cuckering is. Dude is such a thin-skinned chair sitter. Anyone who shared a private chat is not to be trusted. I agree with that, man. I agree. We're entering a new stage. I mean, we that's what Craig said. He reached out of respect, and his DM was immediately shown. It's something you don't do. Me and I'll give you guys a little bit of a secret. Me and Art, we talk a lot because we're just buddies in real life, We talk a lot in DMs. And man, there's some of the stuff that, we have seen come across our desk, and not saying stuff that we've said, but stuff that we've seen come across through mutuals that got out, it would ruin everybody. It would ruin like a portion of the internet. But we would never do that because we care about these people. We respect these people. Now, to be fair, even if we didn't respect them, we wouldn't do it, right? Now, if they slap my mama, I don't know. That's where I draw the line. Slapping her physically. Nobody has spoken. Do I have to worry about being named in another lawsuit, Craig? Just kidding. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. John Harris says, seems you finally found a better class of yours, John Harris. Thank you, brother. Love you. Did Melanie call you a Satan worshiper, Craig? She. Now, respect to Melanie. I had her on my show, and I talked about crazy shit with Melanie, and she totally floated the conversation. So, you know how I am. Matt Charles says, I think it's sad people get into factions. I love watching Cam and Kirsch. Glad Craig doesn't get cut people off because of history. Aber Dominus Nox. Thank you, brother. Brahmabul says DMs across creators should be sacred and should be held as backstage conversations. I'm 100% with you, brother. 100% with you. Anyway, 127 says, quartering fans, how does it feel to have freedom of speech on stream here? Nice. Feels nice, right? Hell yeah, brother. Heather you're not getting me, motherfucker. I didn't say it. RTU and Jared post trials for the DARE campaign. Yes. I dare you to resist drugs and violence. Or is that how it is? I don't remember what it is. The last stream Kingdom of Cena did was a 5-hour massacre. It just kept going on. I watched the whole thing. And I don't do that very often. With the one where he was talking about watching horse porn and stuff, I was laughing. He's a dresser pisser. It was killing me. Thank you, RZ the legend. Billy says Cody was a wussy on his I have no friends. Shut your mouth. What the hell, Billy, are you doing? Roll that beautiful beam footage. Thank you, buddy. Deadpool says homie looks like Thomas Shelby. Cillian Murphy. Hell yeah, brother. When DSP is a voice of reason something's wrong. Hell yeah, Mario Trujillo. I agree. Goody. How's DSP more mature than Poop Pants, Jared? Thank you, Goody Two Shoes. Lord of the Rings says Jeremy is used to satisfying people for only 10. Oh, well, I mean, how does he do it when he's in the chair? It's a joke. It's a joke. Deadpool Dubs is Thomas Shelby on the right. You can pull it off. Hell yeah, brother. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Daniel Robertson, my boy. I think the whole situation's gay. He should have just came out and said, I like watching my wife and another dude. I don't think anyone cares. Yeah, man. Anyways, Lord of the Ree says, you know you fucked up when Sticks and the Hammer is the one who dodged the bullet. Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy. Reagan Knight says, I know it takes a little bit more time, but can you add a Sidescrollers watermark clear over his watermark? I'll send this to Craig. That's a great idea. Bro, that's such a good idea. Holy shit. Deported Sicilian Gamer says that's somehow even less transformative than Cyber. Yeah. Black Sheep. Oh, y'all 1 year. Keep rolling. Thank you for membership for 12 months, buddy. Black Sheep. And Cthulhu Horizon. Craig, catch up on the stream, but love the idea of freebooting his freeboots. Suffer. Ham Planet. He's felted. He's gay. He's a dresser pisser. Oh my God. Whoa. I love it, man. What a time to be alive, right? All right, let's start going over the deleted tweets. As you guys know, our boy Jer said he as you guys know, I'm sorry, I saw something. As you guys know, he quit drinking yesterday. Well, I'm here to inform you. I don't think he quit drinking. Just putting that out there. Let's look at the reason why. Can you tell me why? First things first, these are early on. These are the ones that are early on, and they just keep going. So Jeremy, with another weirdly kind of veiled threat thing, right? Like if they knew how much power I had, you would think they would stay away. Stay away, right? He says, don't forget I have the power to summarily delete any YouTube channel I wish. You would think, since they all say this shit unironically, they would be more concerned. Well, unfortunately for Jeremy, what he doesn't understand is that may be very well true, but we don't really care anymore. Enough people are talking about it. You know, it's kind of like we're all sick of it. We're all tired of this behavior, and we're not going to be silenced, right? You gonna get us all banned, Jeremy? I don't think so, brother. It's not going to happen. When Asmongold releases a video, are you gonna get him banned? If Charlie releases a video, you gonna get him banned? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Okay. No, thank you. This is just full level Reddit mod stuff, is what this is. He then said this. He said, everything that has ever been flagged has been me. Kneel before my power. Kneel before my power. And he's saying this as a response, okay, as a response to people claiming they flagged the channel. Kind of like that meme where, and I think it's the movie Life. You ever seen the movie Life with Martin Lawrence? When the baby comes out black, like the warden's daughter has a black baby, and they're like, whose black baby is this? Right? And then everybody starts standing forward, and there's like, black baby's mine. Baby's mine, boss. Right? And then Bernie Mac was like, that my baby, right? Same thing. Terrible movie. Shadow Dancer ban Shadow Dancer in the chat. That's a great that that baby's pappy. God, fuck, it's a great movie. How dare you? How dare you, Shadow Dancer? Wow, you just hurt my feelings. I'm upset. I'm upset at you. All right, anyways, it's a great damn movie when he slips his toes into the bottle and is standing on the bottle, bro. By the way, guys, we're 170 until Negative Snake. Big shout out to all the boys. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Every single PayPal goes towards the race in a week and a half at Talladega, Fox Sports 1. It's going to be a great time. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Thank you, guys. That baby pappy. That baby pappy. Hell yeah. Can one of you do me a favor and post my PayPal? There it is. I got it. I'm going to pin my PayPal just because I know somebody was asking about it earlier. There it is. All right, let's continue. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Listen, Dude Chronic, you need to stop with the racism. Okay? We don't do that here. Okay? All right. So, remember when we talked about the alcohol, boys? Well, are you surprised? Somebody said, cut the alcohol, Jeremy. And he said, never. And he got 0 likes. I have to explain what's happening here. The reason he got 0 likes is because he's blocking everyone. Johan Knox says, do we do that racism here on Kick? Yes. No. So he says never because he only lasted one day off drinking, right? And I do have to say it's very obvious, and I'm not trying to like overtly shit on the quartering here, but the quartering is kind of that guy. Okay, he's kind of that guy who is extremely gluttonous. He's extremely. You can tell every aspect of his life. He's extremely gluttonous. You know, he's not well kept. He doesn't keep himself together. He's extremely overweight. He's extremely unhealthy. People like that don't just like do something correct when it comes to saving their life as far as substance abuse and or fitness, right? There's a reason why me and Jeremy, although we're very similar ages, we don't look the same. And I'm not like trying to suck myself off here, although I would if I could remove my ribs like Marilyn Manson did. What's up? That's a joke, kind of. Don't act like you wouldn't. But anyways, I'm just saying, you know, me being almost 40 and Jeremy being 42, and he looks like he's 60, there's a reason for that. And it's the gluttonous behavior, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, no diet ever in your life. My buddy sent me a picture. Actually, I'll bring this up right now. This is kind of related. And I want you to see how alarming. And this is this is not like an overt roast here. Okay. What this is it's to show you what I mean when I'm saying that my point is, you know, I don't believe he's going to quit drinking alcohol because of his gluttonous behavior. When somebody's gluttonous in every way and shape and form, right? It doesn't mean they're going to suddenly not be gluttonous about one thing. It's gluttony. It's a one whole thing. It's all encompassing, right? And I'll tell you exactly what I mean right now. God, that's a bad picture, bro. Woo! Picture of Jeremy is rough. All right, I got to scroll up. There it is. There it is. Shout out to Art. All right, here it is, right there. And there it is. Look at that. Look at that. That is unbelievable. And look, I'm not shitting on my boy. I mean, I'm kind of... yeah, look, I'm kind of shitting on him. But like, this is what a gluttonous behavior does. It melts you, right? It destroys you. So I encourage, if you're on that path where you're drinking 20 beers a day, you don't work out, and you make that change, man. You don't want to end up like this shit. Because you're going to get to a point, you get into your mid-40s and you've done this much damage, there's no way out. You might be able to lose some weight, but the damage is done, brother. Right? So, I digress. Counter 3. All right. So, people keep telling Jeremy to take a break. Take a break, Jerry. Get off the internet. Which actually is the best advice ever. Now, I will say that it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. To be fair, doesn't really matter now. The damage is done. The time to log off and ignore and make apologies, it's kind of gone. You know? He has gout. You don't get that normally. I watched King of the Hill where he ate the chicken livers or whatever the shit it was. He got gout. Couldn't take Connie to the prom, so she made out with Joseph. It's a big deal. Bobby got gout. He could not take Connie to the prom. Right? So what did Connie do? She found somebody else. Right? She found a bull, brother. The situation is so similar. Oh my God, brother. All right. Hey, make sure you guys do me a favor and like the show. I appreciate you guys. All right. Will you put some pants on, brother? You're just ass cheeks are hanging out. God. All right. Okay. All right. Could you sling me a water here in a minute? Yeah. Don't show your ass on stream though, unless we get like 5 Red Bulls. I'm a degenerate. I may not be a religious man. No, it's a joke. She won't show her ass. Maybe. All right, let's go. Launching the OnlyFans now, actually. What's up? Nah, you don't want to see that shit. Bro, God, that'd be awful. All right. Where the hell where am I? Where's the damn tweet? Oh, there it is. So here's the Massgrave. Listen here, Massgrave. You stop. All right. 5 Red Bulls. It says, regards, keep telling me to take a break. Well, I would love to if you low life scum would like, comma, have a fucking ounce of self-awareness. You actually, you know what? I'll read this in a better way. We're gonna read this in a better way. Oh, I'm stupid. I apologize. It's fine. It's full probably. Yeah, go somewhere. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you though. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Retards keep telling me to take a break. Well, I would love to. If you low-life scum would like have a fucking ounce of self-awareness. You're harassing my staff like they have anything to do with it. And you expect me not to defend them? I don't care if you have an issue with me, but attacking my co-hosts and their families, it's low. You know who you are. I've seen your DMs begging for dirt, harassing them, harassing their families. Holy shit. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Unsubscribe. All right, let's go. Can we get some support for the silliness? Okay. All right. Anyways, so here's the next one. Can I zoom the hell out? Jesus, what is wrong with me? Oh, there it goes. My dog is like under my feet and he's 100 pounds and giant. What are you doing, dude? You big monster. All right. Next one. That's the wrong one, actually. That's the wrong one. Next one. So somebody suggests him to take a break. Mr. Raptor Jesus himself in the flesh says, take a break, brother. Protect yourself and stick to your path, which is actually great advice because protecting himself would unironically protect his family who are apparently being harassed, including his elderly mother, and also protecting his co-host. Very important, right? There's all this talk, right? About, oh, my family's being harassed. My co-hosts are being harassed. Their families are being harassed. Well, guess what? Guess who started this shit? Like, is anybody noticed this? Oh, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, right? It's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. I saw it 1 2 cents. I saw it. Raptor Jesus says, take a damn break, brother. And then TheQuartering says, I'm 100% chilling, LOL. People online think this shit is way more important. Okay. I don't actually care at all. Just ignore these 37 tweets every other day and that 6-hour stream of me calling Brittany Venti a whore for 6 straight hours. And also talking about how much money I have and how if I went on financial audit, they would laugh me off the show because I have how much money I have and how great I am and how awesome I am and how big my penis is and how great looking I am, actually, totally for real. You know what I'm saying? Look, I know you guys in the chat, a lot of creators, and not Jeremy's one of these guys. He thinks his viewers are dumber than a box of shit rocks. Okay. But it couldn't be louder than 2 skeletons fucking on a tin roof for me. When you say stuff like, oh, I'm actually like totally not bothered and stuff. And like, I'm like watching Tombstone right now and like eating some popcorn and like having a great time with my wife in my mansion. I have so much money right now. And like, I'm so like great and stuff and like attractive and like talented and stuff. And like, none of this stuff online actually bothers me. Anyways, post number 778. You know what I'm saying? Come on, brother. Watching a movie and scrolling Twitter. You mean you're not watching Tombstone is what you mean, right? I'm just saying. Next one. What's next, Colonel? What's next? TheQuartering. Metal Gear. TheQuartering has changed. Fuck, bro, I'm dying. All right. So, by the way, here's one. Very important. Somebody says, TheQuartering, I'm pretty sure I accidentally got the Casino clip channel taken down by reporting a video of theirs and it getting brought to YouTube's attention. Whoops. This has been deleted, by the way, for some weird reason. Now, Quartering says, now, wait a minute. Again, I disavow totally. I would never do this. But it's like the entire... Why does he say... Like, God, my man is literally a valley girl. Have you noticed this? The Quartering talks like a valley girl. Like a Soka... Mal, listen, you get out of the corner. There's no donuts over there. The donuts are on the desk, and I'm not giving you any, you fat bitch. Go on somewhere with your bad ass. Go on. I have a giant fat husky in the corner. He's like looking for food. There ain't no food, brother. Okay, the drop rate for food is like 1% right now. Try a different zone. Okay. He says, I disavow, but it's like the entire internet is purposely forgetting I have a few viewers, you know what I'm saying, that maybe took exception to the harassment. You know what I'm saying? I never told anyone to do this, by the way. Not that anyone cares. Brother, come on. You literally put a call to action out. You put a call to action out with a flag in the ground that had the Quartering's goofy logo on it that has hair for some reason. And was like, I totally could get them taken down. They're coming after me and my family. I'm not showing proof, though, but they're coming after all of us, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure on that stream where he's calling Brittany Venti a whore, I'm pretty sure he was like, man, it sure would be a shame if somebody went and did that. I mean, anybody could go totally do that right now. Brother, you publicly and privately threatened them. What do you mean? What do you mean, brother? Come on. You got to lay off the sauce. Because they ain't working for you, brother. All these tweets have been deleted, by the way. But let's move on. He's watching Tombstone. He doesn't even know we're here right now. So this is his I guess apology. I don't know what this is actually, but we're gonna read it anyway. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right. Thank you, Mr. Last Name, by the way. I think you sent me like 3 PayPals. You crazy boy. Stop. I love you. He's the PayPal king tonight. All right, brother. Keep in mind, every PayPal goes towards my race next week for some tires. We're close. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Here's ones. He says, hamburgers call to action is literally creating world peace online. Yeah, bro, we talked about this earlier. Matt Jarbo, DSP, every creator that was literally locked in the shed, okay? You know that scene in The Fifth Element where the giant, like, weeble wobble, like, quartering shaped aliens came down and put the key in the door with their finger and turned it and it opened a big thing? That's where Jarbo was. That's where DSP lives. And they somehow found the key to unlock himself out that sumbitch. That's wild. It's crazy. They didn't even need the fat aliens to come let him out. Actually, holy shit, this analogy. The fat alien did let him out. Holy balls. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so surprised. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow. Quartering says, Benny Spurg over. It's just a bummer that people are so mad at me. For no reason. What? What is happening? Imagine Charles Manson, and I'm not drawing parallels, okay? But imagine Charles Manson is sitting there with his little swastika on his face or whatever. And they're like, Charles Manson, what's up? And he's like, I'm just real sad right now, okay? Because everybody's mad at me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like Hitler, you know? Oh, I am sad, right? And you're like, oh, mein Führer, why are you sad? Oh, people hate me for no reason. I know it's a Hispanic accent. I apologize. Okay? Can't do the German one. You know, 9! I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? No reason at all. I did not do anything. And for no reason at all, everybody was mad at the quartering. Are you going to Talladega do Chronic? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, of course. I will be there. So for no reason, everybody. I'm blown away right now. And because they can't get a reaction from me. What about the 30 tweets that were just deleted? What the hell is happening? My man, He has the self-awareness of those lobsters that unironically crawl out of a bowl and into a steaming pot. Whoa. They can't get a reaction out of me. Anyways, here's 6 hours of me calling Brittany Venti a whore. Where am I right now? I'm in the Twilight Zone. I'm in the creepy door. Brother, what do you mean no reaction? This is one right here. This is one of the reactions. I'm reading it right now. It's like a reactionception. They harass those around me. It puts my friends in a horrible spot, and for that, I apologize to them. Well, at least he apologizes to his friends, I guess. Even though he won't put an end to any of this. Dude, this is the wildest shit. The self-awareness is insanity. Insanity. Insanity levels of self-awareness right now. He's the lobster, brother. He's the lobster crawling into the steaming pot. 100%. Jesus, brother. Killing me. He's killing my ass, man. Poor guy. Poor guy. All right, let's continue. We got more. But wait, there's more. There's always more. Make sure you like to stream in honor of the more. Okay, here we go. So, by the way, I want to check on Craig's tweet. Yeah, it's going crazy. Craig's tweet is already got almost 300 likes and 70 retweets. Based. Absolutely based. So here's what Warski just put out. Warski, if you don't know, are one of the people that are a part of a Kino Casino that was affected, plus his channel was also banned on YouTube's. He said, TheQuartering deleted all his tweets about harassment against his family because he was clearly lying about it. He deleted those too. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. So apparently, TheQuartering deleted his tweets about the family being harassed. Is it because people are asking for proof? And I'll give you a good example of this, by the way. Now, there was a very interesting thing that happened the other day where TheQuartering claimed that a red truck came into his driveway. And he took a picture, I guess, and claimed that they're trying to harass him and show up to his house because of Israel, I guess, for some reason. And people were like, show proof. And he wouldn't do it. But he randomly sent proof to a random account that had like 10 followers. And then the person responded and confirmed the proof. Almost like it's just Jeremy's alt or something. And I'm like, if you are open to sending proof to a random account who would probably leak the fuck out of it if it was anybody else, but they didn't. And why wouldn't you just post it to X? Bro, it seems like he's literally lying 100% across the board about everything happening. It's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? You don't gain anything from saying you're getting harassed. Just post it. You know how many times I got death threats back in the day, especially during the initial growth of YouTube, and I just posted the shit. You know, here it is. Here's the account that's to kill me to kill myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, Iran, Israel, and the United States has announced a ceasefire due to the quarter pounder situation. You had me in the first half, sir. Thank you, brother. Any rando Kino, bro. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly, brother. Exactly. 100%. If anybody would leak that shit immediately. Right? And TheQuartering would expect that, right? Like, obviously. Anyways, so Andy Warski continues and says, the only person whose family was affected was our editor's family. Keep in mind that the editor ran the Kino Casino clip channel and they were making all the revenue from it, and now they don't have any revenue. Right? That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. Moving on. Anyway. Oh. Andy's just going ham. He's going ham, boy. He's drunk. He's a dresser pisser. He's gay. He likes horses. Billy says, how much the naked snake? 150. 150 in super chats to Naked Snake, you sweet, beautiful boy. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the support tonight. May a Patriot says Jeremy's a F-slur on Rumble. Thank you, buddy. Russell Hall says, you know milkshakes are hand jobs, right? Yes, sir. Thank you, Russell Hall over on Rumble. Everybody on Rumble, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Everybody on Kick as well. Everybody on Twitch. I see all you guys. I appreciate you. All right. I'm drunk too. Well, Mass Grave, you should stop. Snake Plissken. What's up, buddy? I made it halfway through the second quartering video and said, fuck this guy. Yeah, man. I mean, look, he's not entertaining. He's just he's quantity. He put so much out that YouTube gave him the recommendations, which in turn led to views, which in turn led to clout, which in turn led to sponsorships and then connections and partnerships and podcasts. And he got his foot in, and now he holds like a position almost of power with Rumble, right? To be fair, call me Shake. Sorry. To be fair, if the current climate right now of content creation was what was the norm, Jeremy would never exist. He likely would never ever get past 10,000 subscribers at this point. You know what I'm saying? Lasting Tale says, well, Camelot changed his mind about Jer for the better if it came to Jer's kid tested positive for cocaine. No. Something very important about Nick is Nick didn't flag any channels down or get any channels removed. Now, does he hate these channels? Yes. Yes, he does. He does not like these channels, but he never got them taken away. Kylie Goff! Oh my God. Here you go, Jeremy. Thank you, brother. I love you. I appreciate you. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Why'd you say Jeremy? You bastard Frisbee. How could you? By the way, it's Naked Snake. Thank you, brother. I love you. Rare Nick win. They are so far and few in between nowadays. Oh, thank you, Kylie Goff. I love you, and I appreciate you, brother. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Giant shout out. Thank you. Appreciate that, Kylie Goff. Oh, Paul McDermott, you bastard. We don't talk about that. Come on, brother. Shout out to Kylie Goff. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, man. I really, really do, dude. That's a big drop. Love you. Thank you. Kylie Goff. 1 2 cents is literally a dead body. He's more entertaining than Quipping. Well, what do you mean? Oh, anyways, let's move on. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. All right. So, Worski posted this. He said, nobody is attacking people's families, you lying sack of shit. People are attacking you for getting our channel banned and Mel for defending you and cheering you on while you do it. You are not a victim. Stop using families as a meat shield. Yeah. Yep. 100%. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to garner sympathy from the small amount of people that still maybe watch him or maybe talk to him. I will say this. TheQuartering has, I'm pretty sure, over 1 million followers on Twitter. Yeah. Where is it at? Well, I don't see it. He probably had to take a screenshot. At any rate, he has hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million followers on Twitter, right? He is to the point where he's getting like 20 to 50 likes and like 3 replies on his Twitter. Man, I get hundreds, if not thousands of likes, and I'm a nobody, right? It's because he is literally banned. Now, most people have lost respect for him. Other creators have lost respect for him. And he's banned probably 85% of people replying to his post. You know? It's very interesting. I love you, M. Demmel. And thank you again, Kylie Goff. Love you, dude. Appreciate that. Big shout out to all the memberships. We have 25 members tonight. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. I put all the members that are Monarch or Royalty at the end or in the middle of every video from here on out. I should have 1 or 2 videos out tomorrow. So don't forget. Thank you, guys. His sub-view ratio is fucking trash, too. Well, that's true. But now, to be fair to TheQuartering there, YouTube's algorithm is wild as hell right now. I'm at 10% view to sub ratio right now. Barely. Now, to be fair, that was actually, I think, optimal back in the day, but that doesn't matter. My click-through rate is really high. The issue is what you should be looking at more, and I'm sure you have been, is his like to view ratio. His like to view ratio is 300% higher than optimal during a extreme controversy. What does that mean? For me, my theory is that it looks like somebody like that that has an extremely high like ratio to views during a controversy, more though so than you ever should have, are buying likes on Social Wick or whatever, Social Wicks or Social Life or whatever those websites, you know. Anyways, there you go. Social Wick. I think that's one. Oh my God, April, you're late and gay. What's up, baby? How you doing? Make sure you guys like the stream. All right, so Worski said that. He going hard in the paint, as he should be. As he should be. My boy's looking haggard as hell, brother. Revelations has been all over it. It's been a lot of fun to watch. I've been enjoying it, man. A lot of people, you know, it's been really nice. This almost feels in an age of fatigue where there's so much anger online. Everybody's mad at everybody. Everybody wants to debate and no one wants to win or no one wants to lose. No one wants to hear anything anybody has to say, right? But everybody's kind of coming together over this issue, and it's been really nice to see. You know, I've been really, really enjoying it. So, you wouldn't know, but you wouldn't think, right? But for some reason, something like this got the whole internet together to like stand out against it, and it's been really cool to see. It's kind of wholesome, if that makes sense. You know, kind of like that. I will say I'm very shocked that TheQuartering has not blocked me. Very interesting. I figured he would. I don't mean it's cool that he hasn't. I just assumed it was going to happen because everybody else has been blocked by him. Swampy. Never seen you before, but Casino's on vacation, so thanks for giving me the Jeremy Hambly fix. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Whoa! I'm trying, Swampy. He's a cock. He's gay. He pisses in dressers. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. All right. I want to show you guys something real quick. I was very proud of myself. Okay. I was very proud of myself for this stupid ass post. So I was on my way to gym the other day, you know, to go lift some weights because it helps with the crippling anxiety and depression. Not really. I do like it though. And I saw this road sign on the way to the gym. And my happy ass parked on the road with my hazards on just to get this picture. And the context for this says, I was on my way to the gym and noticed that Jeremy TheQuartering is in my town right now, avoiding this road. Thought it was pretty funny. Okay. Thought it was pretty funny. He's a flagger. I thought it was funny. Okay. Come on. See, it's good. It's pretty fun, right? All right. Let's move on. So Melanie Mac put out something that's kind of alluding to this whole situation. I'm guessing. I mean, it's got to be, right? It's got to be. Thank you, Swampy. By the way, big shout out to Collie Goff, Ben Dykes, all you guys. I really appreciate all the support tonight. Eric Hyas, Danny, Sly Rye. Where'd you go? Slag Lewis. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate these super chats. It means a lot to me. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks to Craig as well for being. He said I'll stay for a few minutes. He's here for over an hour and a half. I really appreciate that. He didn't have to do that. So I was really had a fun time. All right, here we go. This is Melanie put this out. I don't do creator drama, y'all. Nobody has to worry about me going after them because I would rather talk about things going on in society than gossip about people. It's literally against my religion to use my platforms for gossip. That's noble. And I don't often see her involved in stuff publicly. And I've always liked Melanie Mac a lot. Like always. And I still don't dislike her in any way, shape, or form. I think it sucks that she's kind of involved in this, and I understand that it's a really tough situation. You know, obviously from most people's viewpoint, and including like a selfish viewpoint, I would have is like you should just fucking get out of there and leave. But also, you know, there's a lot. You're not setting up any shows. You get to show up and you get to talk. You get to have a good time, and you get to make money, right? And it's very structured, and it got a lot of stability in it. So I understand, you know. So I'm trying to look from every perspective here. But anyways, when she says she doesn't use her social media for gossip or platforms for gossip, she did immediately show her private DM of her and Craig's conversation with TheQuartering, who likely would might drop it. I don't know. It depends on how bad it makes him look, right? which Craig's a pretty smart guy, so it's probably pretty concise. So what does that mean, right? Now, is that necessarily the same thing? I don't know. It kind of feels like it could be the same thing, in my opinion. But that's up to you guys to decide. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? God, I hate when the feed automatically updates when I'm about to click something. Pisses me off. I tell you what, it pisses me off. Make sure you guys do me a big favor and like the stream. Appreciate you guys tonight. I love you. Been a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun. All right. So the quartering has deleted all the tweets. They're gone as hell. But to be fair, let's go ahead and scroll down his feed before I do that. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything because we never know what's going on here. Okay, here we go. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Come on, Cody. Why am I being Gary right now? There we go. He has 400,000 followers on X. All right. So he's posting about the Fockers, Dave Chappelle. It's gonna storm. My man is talking about the weather on fucking Twitter. God, he really is that guy, isn't he? How's the weather? Anyone know anything about any launch codes? Then he's shilling for Rumble there. He reposted that. Looking forward to a massive year on Rumble. Shilling for Rumble and boasting about Rumble again. Dave Chappelle again. No, 12 hours ago. That's it. Yeah. He deleted 100% of his feed from today. God, diggity damn, brother. He must have got something got under his skin. Kurt Mortis says, free Hannah Claire. Jeez. I do need to admit, I've met Hannah Claire in person because I was on TimCast with her. I don't know anything about her, though, so I can't speak on anything. Right? She was really nice to me. That's all I can really say. Thank you, Kurt. 1 2 cents. Let's be honest here. He didn't delete the tweets. His wife did after he passed out. No hate to her, by the way. Yeah, maybe you might be right. You might be right. You may be right. Boo doo 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 doo. I may be drunk as hell. Doo 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 doo. But it may be the casino you're looking for. Wasn't very witty. I apologize for that. Anyways. All right, let's move on. Make sure you guys like the stream. Appreciate you guys. Big shout out to Kyle. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. I'll have 2 videos or 1 or 2 videos out tomorrow. Very for sure 1, but I'm thinking about splitting it into 2 because there's just so much damn information. I ain't trying to put out a 2-hour video, brother. Okay, it's too much. So if you guys don't know, Alyssa Clips has been hit. Alyssa Clips, who, I'll admit right now that Alyssa Clips' comment section fucking hates me, and that's okay. That's literally the life. You're right. It's the rules. I get it. But she always messages me every time she's going to upload a video that includes me, and she asks if it's cool, and I'm like, yeah, every time. She did 2-3 days ago as well, right? Now people are starting to hit her as well. There's people threatening to hit her as well. Now, one of her videos already got removed 3 or 4 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. It's inspiring other people that have always been kind of debating on doing this type of thing. They're debating on it. It's giving them the courage to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? It's giving them the courage to actually do it. Now, if you guys didn't know, the quartering is trending, of course, on Twitter. Not surprising at all. I mean, everybody's talking about it. We had almost 2,000 people in here tonight talking about it. So there it is right now. The quartering trending. Not surprised at all. Unbelievable. Jay says the quartering is on a self-destructive streak. He's saying his close friends and family are getting harassed but won't provide any evidence. And he also deleted that, by the way. He deleted that tweet as well. Very interesting. Oh my gosh. So the quartering, I know I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just reading these. It says the quartering went from it wasn't me to maybe my viewers did it. Someone take his phone away now. Where is his wife? He's always talking about. Doesn't she know if he tanks his YouTube career, he's going to go broke? Yeah, because the quartering is one of those guys that spends a lot of money on toys, right? A lot of money on toys. So you're going to need that. You're and it's not toys that you can get the money back out of, by the way, right? If you buy a Ferrari F430 and you fall on hard times, you can sell your Ferrari F430, right? There's a lot of that stuff. you're going to get pennies on the dollar for your RC stuff, your RC cars and shit, right? So just putting that out there. What type of toys, Marty? All right, now calm down, brother. Damn, Jerry, almost like Josh warned you this would happen. I mean, it's the Streisand effect. It's weird how people they pretend like the Streisand effect isn't real. What I think actually is the point, what I think actually these people think, and people that have done this in the past, is they think they're too powerful, that their followers will fight back well enough that it absorbs the blow from them, and his followers didn't at all. There's only one guy I've seen really defending the quartering, and I mean overtly. There's a lot of people that are like, you can't give any proof. I totally get it. But there's like one other guy I've even seen that was overtly defending the quartering, like in a really aggressive way. And he's apparently threatening to strike people's channels too, right? So, I mean, it's weird that you'd be defending the quartering, saying he didn't strike these channels, you had no proof, and then threaten to strike people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It almost sounds like you don't really care if he striked it because you're willing to do it too. I don't know. It's weird. He works for I don't know that for sure. You said that, Duke Chronic. If that's true, yeah, that makes 1,000 more sense than I could ever even fathom. So that makes sense. 100%. Big shout out to Craig for giving us some info tonight. That's on the DL. That gives us a little better look into the whole situation, because I know a lot of people are interested in it. And I'm actually very shocked that the fire hasn't put out. Right? So I don't know. I don't know. Jim tells you, nope, you're screwed, brother. I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm surprised he hasn't said anything. I'm surprised he hasn't apologized. I'm surprised he hasn't done. He's just. He doesn't want to face any accountability. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The quartering deleted all his tweets about harassment against his family because he's clearly lying about it. Nicholas Diorio, says, this is the second time where he exploded while I was live and deleted everything before I got back to Twitter. This is so unlucky. Yeah, that's what was happening when I started going live, is that he started deleting tweets, and I'm like, no, don't do it yet. It's a day that ends in Y. You know what that means. Yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. I thought he quit drinking. No, sir. He's an alcoholic. He can't quit cold turkey. I mean, can you? If it's beer, you probably can. If you're like loaded up on outrageous amounts of hard liquor for like 20 years, I don't think you can. I'm not an expert on that. I don't drink very often. It's kind of rare. I drink like once a week, maybe. And I haven't been like drunk in like 7 months. Or well, no, actually, shit. It's almost been a year. I need to get drunk. It's about time. No, thank you. All right, boys. I really appreciate you guys. I love you so much. Big shout out to Nicholas. Not Nicholas Theodorio. Thank you as well for existing, my friend. Everybody here that super chatted, every membership, thank you guys so much for supporting my small channel. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Collie Golfers, big ass red boy. I love you, buddy. I appreciate you. You are the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You moved our Naked Snake goal to 606. We're now 60 away from 666. Shocking development. Didn't you get wasted with Cecil recently? No. In person? No. I would love to. Cecil's just fun to drink with. I haven't been wasted with Cecil in like 2 or 3 years now. But yeah, dude, we extended the streak out early. Appreciate you guys. Is none of you going? Well, Smash is live. We could raid Smash. Because I know you guys want some more information on this. So we're gonna raid Smash JT. He's an awesome guy. He's always been I've met him in person. He's always been really, really cool to me for whatever reason. I don't know why. People are always cool to me. Kristen McGough, yeah, dude. I'm right there with you, buddy. You are the man, dude. Thank you. Let's see. Gosh, I am starving. Holy fuck. I forgot. I didn't really eat today. I'm a bad person. I get all up in my like, I was making like shorts earlier and playing some WoW Classic because I'm a fat loser and just couldn't get things done. All right. Thank you guys. I love you. Go get some food. I'm going to do it right now. Thank you, Kyle. Big shout out to all the people that support your boy. This VOD will be available. I will remove the I will remove the intro from now on going forward. I'll always remove the intro to my streams. But it takes about 20 minutes. So don't forget, it'll be gone in 20 minutes. So feel free to comment down below. I'll have a video coming out. I'll probably put out a video at like 2 or 3 a.m. or maybe 7 a.m. I don't know. So we'll see. I had 200. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. In the stream, Celtic Girl. I'm going to do it right now. Make sure you guys like the show. Keep in mind, is there music? No, yeah, it's just, I want people that want to watch the VOD. They just join and watch it. I'll put chapters in it as well. So make sure you guys like the show. Make sure if you're not a member, become a member on my channel. I put every Royal and Monarch member in every video going forward. So your name will be in there. You'll be able to see it on there. And all that good stuff. And I'll start putting I'll do some members only shows for like the last hours of streams, members only chat, moving forward for a little while. So we're going to have some fun. So get the hell on it, doggone it, join all the stuff. And make sure you follow me on Twitter. I will be posting about all this stuff all night tonight and moving forward, like I always have been. So get your likes in there. And let's have a good ass time, boys. Let's have a good ass time. Give everybody some love and some support, and make sure I want to do something real quick before we log here. I'm not going to do Naked Snake, and the only reason I'm not going to do Naked Snake is I don't want 90% of the viewers to leave while I'm, while I'm, I want the whole rate. I want everybody. We had a lot of viewers tonight. I had an unusual amount of high viewers, and I want to have the raid go to all these peeps. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose a bunch of people because they're like, "Why is this guy dancing naked on the screen right now? That's weird." You know what I'm saying? All right. I got it set up. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Well, that's nice. Thank you for all the super chats tonight. Thank you for the likes. Get on it, doggone it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And make sure you share the video, like the video, and get the hell on it, doggone it. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Hell yeah. Thanks to Craig. Thanks to everybody else in the chat. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in a day or so. Hell yeah. Hell.